Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy Cam, and I'm coming to you live from the getaway.
Getaway.
And you see right here, I got my boys right here. But before we get to them, I have to say, mighty roll tide, baby. What a game. Okay, guys, come on in.
Oh, man, I guess he go ahead and just cut the song. Cut the song off. Yes, we are here in the getaway celebrating this man's team, Crimson Tide. I am your boy Smoooth.
And I am Siddall.
And this is the platform because when it's about sports,
it becomes our business.
We're back.
Hey, we got a mega show coming.
Mega show, y'all. A whole lot. As you see, this man's excited. I'm surprised he got a voice right now.
Right.
You know,
Man.
after everything that went down on Monday.
Emotional roller coaster.
Lord. But we made it. Good to see you again, bro.
All right.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me back, guys. Good to see you again.
Yeah.
Man. And, we have a chair right over here because pretty soon Josh Stanton will be back in the building as well. We're going to try to do, have a nice little flow with four brothers.
All about that.
Who love sports.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We got a sports panel full of brothers here. Right here at the getaway, right on the platform.
Oh, yeah. So I'm looking forward to it, man. What is your hot topic?
Hot topic, man, is football, postseason football, whether it be national championship or the NFL playoffs. Postseason football is the hot topic right now.
All right. Well, to me, I know we have, college football just ended. I know we got the NFL playoffs going on. But to me, there is one sport that we haven't talked about in a while, but in a few weeks, it's back. It's coming up.
Oh, boy.
And I am excited. And that's none other than baseball.
Wow, already.
I can't wait. In about 2 or 3 more weeks, we got baseball. Oh, matter of fact.
Wait a minute, stop the precious.
The man, come on in. The man right here is in the building. Get your microphone, turn it on. We good.
Yeah,
There you go. You in there. Come on in, son. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right. We got Josh Stanton in the building in the getaway. How you feel, man?
I feel good,
Ow! I feel good.
I'd be a little happier if certain things had transpired differently this weekend.
Oh, well,
But hey, it is what it is.
Can't have them all, man. And I know what you're referring to.
Still a Rams fan, okay?
Yeah.
Better team won. They ain't going to the Super Bowl.
We'll talk about that very soon. They'll talk about that. But once again, baseball's coming. The winter warm-up coming this weekend, next few days. So baseball season. Do you smell what the baseball upcoming season is cooking?
Yeah. Well, nothing much for the Cardinals, but
We'll see. What's your hot topic, man?
Hot topic.
I wonder what that's going to be.
where's that little thinking emoji?
Well, my hot topic is how that game, the game of the century.
The century?
Yeah, the game of the century.
Okay.
I believe it was the highest rated or second highest rated ESPN game ever. So that's why it's the game of the century.
Good point.
What a game it was. That's the hot topic, man. My guys came through and they did that thing. And, they went through a lot of adversity, and they overcame it. And Nick Saban is the greatest of all time. That's the hot topic. Greatest coach of all time.
Hot take.
Yep.
That's a
Hot take.
I said it.
All right. You got a hot topic real quick, man?
A hot topic.
Hot topic. Sports related. Anything on your mind you want to just go ahead and bring out?
Well, as you mentioned, baseball is coming up. This offseason was pretty, the whole Giancarlo Stanton situation.
Oh, Lord.
We're not going to talk about that, though. But
please don't.
yeah. the season is coming up, and you know what? I'm pulling for my Cardinals this year. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I feel like we're gonna return to the days of old this year. I'm not saying a World Series trip, but I'm just saying like days of old. Like we're gonna be playoff contention.
All right, I mean like days of old. That means sound baseball in regards to sound defense. Excuse me. Timely hitting with men on scoring position. Not these errors that we've been doing last couple of years. You know, having some players producing on the field. Having a manager actually do some good managing.
And and having a front office that actually wants to win and spend some money. But you know what? Hey, you were a very optimistic young man. I'm not.
It's a young man.
All
right, old head.
I'm an old head, whatever. I don't care. I'm going to say it. I sound like an old head because I don't like nothing. I don't see it. As long as they got Matheny and they got that front office right now, it's gonna be some a new standard of baseball, and it's gonna be losing.
Okay. See this man here for the last year.
500 at best.
Yeah.
For the last year, some change, man. This man has not had any faith in the Cardinals since basically the last about half a year or so.
You want to know how I know that's true? He used to have a Cardinals jersey up here. I remember that. That thing is gone. Normandy shirt. No faith whatsoever.
Don't get it twisted now. I'm still a Cardinal fan. I'm an anti Mike Matheny and anti Mozeliak front office. Love the Cardinals. It is what it is.
Anybody but the Cubs.
Anybody but the Cubs.
Anybody but the stupid Cubs.
But you know what? The crazy thing is, we chasing the Cubs.
Right.
Who would have thought?
They are the standard right now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
besides that, we're going to go back to this wonderful Monday night game that we saw in which Alabama came on back. Well, it was like 13-3 at halftime.
They barely came.
13-0.
13-0 at halftime. And I left a post. If y'all saw it on our page, I said, okay, can Alabama come back? Some people posted, I don't see it happening. I said the only way that can happen is if, first off, the defense got to make plays. What happened? The defense made plays. But as you already alluded to, the reason why this man is the best coach in college football history, no one saw it coming, but Nick Saban made the ultimate change and took out the weakest link that I said was going to be the weakest link and put in a rookie. Let everybody know who this freshman. Let everybody know who this freshman was and what happened.
His name is Tua. I can't pronounce his last name. Tagovailoa. I think I got that right.
Yeah, Tua Tagovailoa.
He only played mop-up duty the whole season. And everybody knew about him. You know, everybody know he has an arm. They call him the next, Marcus Mariota. I mean, the left-handed version of him. Just, he got an arm. And he has all the talent in the world. Just, they pinned on Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts was the one, part of the reason why they got back to the championship game. But as Fred alluded to, he was the weakest link. I said it at halftime that they had to put him in because they need to start passing the ball. They had to pass the ball to have any kind of chance. So Nick Saban took it upon himself to make that decision, And at the halftime, he told Jalen Hurts, he was like, "Hey, I got to put him in." And Jalen Hurts being the man that he is, he understood because everybody wants to win. Saying when you're Alabama, you have to want to win. You got to win. So they put him in, man, and as you guys saw, man, he made freshman mistakes, but when he was on that field, he was cool, calm, and collected. He wasn't rattled at all, man. Even when he took that big sack, he got back in that huddle, called that play, and made the biggest throw of his life. And the rest is history.
Yeah. What I seen in the game is just a tale of two halves.
Mm-hmm.
First half, Georgia came out. They ran the ball. They had good balance on offense. They ran the ball, threw the ball. from, again, a true freshman, came in there, he made some plays, he made some throws, but he also had that running game going.
Mm-hmm.
And on the flip side, the defense really slowed down Alabama's offense, primarily because Jalen Hurts was struggling, and they couldn't get the running game going. Second half, totally flip-flop. Then you've seen Alabama in the second half run the ball a little bit more. They made plays. They put the young kid in. I was wondering, like, they got this young freshman. What is he gonna do? He made the plays when it happened, when it was critical, when it mattered the most. And they were balanced on offense, and the defense couldn't slow them down. They almost blew the game with that kick at the end of regulation.
Right.
But at the end of the overtime, that's when you've seen the character of the young Tua QB shine. He said at the end of the game, the postseason interview, that he recognized that the defense was trying to disguise cover 2. He read the safety, and he made the play.
Mm-hmm.
He was not rattled. He was not afraid, because before that, he gave up a huge sack. Right. That could have been a backbreaker.
Almost to the 50-yard line.
That could have been a backbreaker, because I think that might have pushed them out of field goal range.
Way out of field goal range.
And they were down field goal.
Yeah.
And it was funny how
the very next play, he had the presence of mind to regroup, read the defense properly, and make a great throw.
And I was gonna bring up, before that play happened, they showed like a replay of the sack, and all you saw was Nick Saban going down the sideline. Is he was peed off.
Nick
and the
Saban,
very next play,
too. I was
very next play.
But Nick Saban will have that same reaction
no matter
week
what.
1
Right.
of the college season off a freaking 5-yard penalty.
Right.
He's going crazy.
Going
That's
crazy.
his heel.
Josh.
I don't have much to say. I was at karaoke, but I was catching the replay. 2 kicks. That's all I gotta say. 2 kicks. Yep, that's exactly everybody at the bar was. They're like, "Are you serious?"
I know. I couldn't believe
You almost lost y'all the game.
To win the game, like I know
it's scholarship,
right
on the team.
I'm like, dude, it's right there. You're right there in front. Like they moved. Even Jalen Hurts took a 2-yard loss to put them right there in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
So he could just kick it. I mean, I could have kicked that ball, to be honest.
Right.
I mean, come on, man. But I don't know what they're gonna do with this kicking next year, but it's neither near there. But
the way they pull the quarterbacks, they pull kickers too.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I mean, they at the end of the day, man, they really did their thing. Like you said in the first half, the defense was on the field way too long because Alabama couldn't do nothing on offense.
No.
So it was wearing down the defense. Nick Saban, again, he saw that. He was like, man, I got my defense on the field way too long. They wearing down, and you can see they was getting pushed over in the first half. And when you get tired, that's when people start running the ball on you, and that's exactly what was happening. So Nick Saban, made that critical adjustment, and he said, enough of this. We're gonna have to just do what we got to do. And he trusted the young freshman, man, to come through. And I think that was probably the best decision of his coaching career, man. And he has you guys know how decorated he is, but to come through like that and make that decision and for it, nobody questioned him. Nobody questioned. I don't think nobody out there questioned. We actually expected it to happen. And, and he said that, at the end of the game, he's like, I had no doubt that this guy could get it done. It was just up to us coaches to make sure that, that everything flowed right. And he was comfortable out there. He did his thing, and I wouldn't be surprised, man, if he start come next season.
And no doubt. That's the crazy thing.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Is that they had a slew of freshmen out there making impact plays.
Dude, the last play, they had a true freshman at left tackle. They had 2 freshmen at wide receiver, a freshman at running back, and Tua right there.
Yeah.
That's 5, 6 freshmen, true freshmen right there starting the championship game. These guys are not going nowhere. Georgia's not going nowhere because they got talent over the field.
Right.
But Alabama's definitely not going nowhere. They're going to be like they already favored to win the championship next year because everybody they got coming back. So
they have to be favored.
They're stacked, man, and that's another reason why Nick Saban is the best because his recruiting also. That he gets things done, man. Yeah, they're going to be a good team come next season, and I feel bad for Mizzou because they're not winning nothing.
Oh my, not anytime soon. Oh my Lord, it's gonna be tough.
I think you hit the nail on the head. We just saw our 2018 starting quarterback for Alabama, Crimson Tide.
Yeah,
that's most definitely. And then on the other side, Georgia, they played a hell of a game.
Oh yeah,
I mean, until the second half where it was just totally on his shoulders, he made some big throws to Ridley, who was a brother of the other Robinson, Calvin Ridley.
Yep.
And he has a bright future because he had like what 4 or 5 catches the whole season?
Only 8 catches, man, the whole season.
And he balled.
Yeah.
And so, hey, Georgia ain't nothing to sneeze at either.
No, they're gonna be back, man.
And can we end the debate right now about the SEC falling off? Can we end that right now?
They're not going nowhere. Even though they got new coaches everywhere.
Right.
They're not. Yeah, the SEC, man, they're gonna be. Yeah. I know they're gonna be kind of top heavy this year, but come the year afterwards, I think they're gonna rise back up, man, and be the cream of the crop. But for right now, I believe, I don't know what you guys think, but I believe the Big 12 is probably the strongest conference.
Big 12?
Yeah.
Big 12.
Yeah.
With Oklahoma and TCU and Oklahoma State. I know it was West Virginia.
West Virginia. Yeah.
So they coming. They coming.
Yeah.
They coming. I know Texas Longhorns, it will be a second year under Tom Herman. So they should definitely, improve as well. Yeah. But, championship game was pretty awesome. It was definitely must-see TV. It just has to suck if you are a fan of any team in Georgia. Within a span of a year.
It hurts, man. We can talk about that.
Within a span of a year.
2 times.
Falcons had the lead the whole game, lost by game-winning touchdown. We was here. Watching the game on this screen, this wall right here, watching the game, and saw the Falcons lose. Damn, for Georgia.
A 25-point lead.
And for Georgia to have all the momentum. And then Nick Saban made that big switch and said, hey, that's what I like about him. He don't care about who you are, whatever, where you come from, who your mama is, whatever. He gonna do his best for the team. If you feel like there's no good chemistry on the field, he's gonna make a change. And also, shouts out to Jalen Hurts because he was all class.
He was.
Yeah.
About the whole switch. He was supportive. It wasn't to sit down on the bench like this. No, he was up supporting every play made. He was right by the guys. Hey, Alabama ain't going nowhere anytime soon. So great game. Shouts out to Alabama Crimson Tide and to Georgia for a wonderful game as well. With that being said, do you feel? Because I had this post on our page, but no one answered. I guess they were scared. But Bill Belichick, Nick Saban, if you had to decide, which would be your coach in football?
Now,
got him thinking. I like it.
I say Bill Belichick because ultimately, if you look at Nick Saban, you look at some other great coaches that are in college football and pro football, they all come from the same Bill Belichick tree. It all leads to, get this, the Cleveland Browns. The 95 Browns. The NFL Network had a great documentary on, it's called Cleveland 95. It was about Bill Belichick's year when coaching the Cleveland Browns and how they moved to Baltimore. but they showed the tree. The tree was impeccable. I mean, from GMs to coaches, college football head coaches, it all came from Bill Belichick. I picked Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick. And real quickly before y'all answer,
Those balls were probably
to all those that's now on the show, yes, I am Smoooth. We got Siddall here. We got Josh Stanton here. We got Kelvin Evans here. I mean,
we got an all-star lineup right here.
We loaded talk about sports, so please feel free to give us your comments about the national title game. Who's the better coach, do you feel? Is it Belichick? Is it Nick Saban? Give us your thoughts. Shouts out to everyone who's watching the show. So, who you got?
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Lana J. Go.
okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, if I had a son, there's no other coach I would, if my son was good enough, which he will be.
There you go. Claim it,
right?
right?
I'm gonna say it now. But there's no other coach I'd rather have him go and learn under than Nick Saban. Hands down, man. I mean, the way he not only just coaches, man, but he changes, from boys' lives into men. And and he reminds me a lot of my old my high school coach, man. Just the way he taught us not just about football and the X's and O's, but about just about life, man. And that's the kind of coach that you need, especially when you're a young adult. You know what I'm saying? You just getting out here in this world. You know how us college guys used to be, man. Just all about partying and not giving a care about nothing. But you got that special coach in your life, man, that'll sit down and talk to you. And you know what I'm saying? And not necessarily try to be your father, but be a father figure. And you know what I'm saying? I think that's important. And the way Nick Saban goes about how he handles business, man, I would definitely send my son straight to him. I wouldn't think twice about nobody else. But Bill Belichick, man, I mean, just the way, even though he didn't have a winning record until he got Tom Brady.
Right.
Just, you know what I'm saying, people want to put that out there, but even when Tom Brady was out, with his injury, and he had who's that came on?
Matt Castle.
Matt Castle. Patriots still went what was that record that year?
13-3.
Yeah.
13-3.
Lost in the first round of playoffs that year, but still to win the AFC East with Matt Castle and be, like you said, 13-3.
And who knew who Matt Castle was?
Who?
Right. So just the coaching job he did there, man. And then with all the constant movement that goes on in the NFL, coaches getting fired left and right, GMs getting fired left and right, man. Bill Belichick has been there, and he's a mainstay, man. And people think he's going, I don't think he's going anywhere. Even when
there's a little scandal.
It is a little scandal, but I don't think he's going anywhere, man. Especially, I can't believe they got rid of Garoppolo. I still can't believe.
Let's say I'll say this: it wasn't Bill Belichick's decision to get rid of Garoppolo.
Right. Right.
That's that chest congestion.
Gotta get that check.
It's going on. Yeah.
Anybody got some what is that?
Some lozenges.
Some lozenges or something? Some Alka-Seltzer, cold and flu.
Right. Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead. Get yours.
Oh man, that's a loaded question. I'm gonna piggyback off of Kelvin here. I would love for Nick Saban to groom my son if I had one. I don't like to groom him to get ready for Bill Belichick, because that's a beautiful combination. Because Nick Saban will get him ready.
Yep.
And Bill Belichick will just he'll reap the benefits, but also add to it. So to pick one wouldn't be fair. But if I really had to pick one, I'd pick Belichick.
Okay. All right. Well, I would have to say it is a loaded question. Definitely Nick Saban. Reason why I say that is, how many times have you really heard of any kind of scandal in regard to Nick Saban?
That one time at that one place with that one thing.
There's always something, but there's no. Where's the proof at? Where's the proof?
I'm just saying it's a reason why. It's a reason why they call Belichick Belichick. Now he is a great coach.
Uh-oh.
He is a great coach.
Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
Excellent coach.
Smooth.
I'm just saying, this is about the platform. We had this opportunity to go ahead and let it all out. But with this generation of young men nowadays, you need someone who is no nonsense. And you can tell by just watching how his team plays every year. This team is no nonsense. He does not allow no kind of crap to go on with his team. And like I said, with youngsters coming up, you need someone like him. So I would definitely say Nick Saban. I don't think that he'll fit. I know speculation. Sources say that he may be considering going back to the NFL
every year.
But I don't think that his style would fit in the NFL game because he demands, like he runs Alabama. Like anything Alabama, Crimson Tide, he has to sign off on the deal like he's a president or like he's a Congress.
That's true.
NFL,
he's king down there.
NFL, you can't do that. NFL,
he tried it before.
He tried. It didn't work. It didn't work. But in regards to bringing up, like I said before, bringing up your son, put him in a stable environment in which no nonsense, you need that from Nick Saban. Like I say, you don't hear nothing that's came out, but you don't hear a lot of scandals going on with Nick Saban.
Now, this is college football.
Yeah.
So anything's possible,
Yeah. Like I said, Belichick, great coach, but I'm definitely going to go ahead and say Nick Saban. I see my boy Drew.
Look like I'm the lone wolf there, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, look, if we being real, we had to pick between coaches. Sean McVay. Okay, can we talk about what he did this year?
Hey, okay.
Sean McVay done turned the Rams around. I never thought I'd see him in another playoff game again. Even if it was wild card, it was still playoffs on the field.
Yeah, sure
so
was.
I got Sean McVay.
Yeah. He's
officially my friend now.
He followed him on Twitter now. But the youth that he brought, he just brought different energy that the Rams needed. My boy Drew, he says Greg Popovich.
Oh yeah,
that's another one. That's another good one.
Can't go wrong with him. Can't go wrong with him at all.
Hey, he's down for the cause, man.
Hey, he is.
Always.
You got to invite him to the barbecue.
What's right, man.
He's definitely invited to the barbecue.
The extra side of the
Okay, so as we continue with coaches real quick, I thought about this at work. Would y'all put Ty Lue in the same category of either Doc Rivers or Eric Spoelstra?
Doc Rivers, really?
Doc Rivers?
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, Doc Rivers only won one ring. Same thing with Eric Spoelstra.
I say more.
Eric Spoelstra got two.
Well, I'm sorry, two. Right.
Dose.
Yeah.
Both of LeBron.
I say more Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra is a manager of the team more so than Doc Rivers has the mind of basketball. I don't see Tyronn Lue definitely, having a mind of the game. More of the, it's not bad, but it's more of managing the players. Kind of like coach, old school coach for the Detroit Pistons.
Stan Van Gundy.
No.
Chuck Daly. Chuck Daly. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, like a Chuck Daly.
When you said it too, I was so like Stan Van Gundy.
Right. Chuck Daly. Like Chuck Daly, that's why he was the coach of the Dream Team, because he knew how to manage me. I think that's what.
That's the dream team. Like, what really do you have to manage?
Egos.
Yeah.
Egos. Yeah.
And
that is big.
And also find the right chemistry,
the
right mix, who to put in certain time in the game. Drew, he says he's Ty Lue under Doc because Tyronn Lue is riding a wave.
Hold on now.
He says Eric Spoelstra is the better coach than Doc Rivers. Interesting.
Okay. That's a hot take right there.
Yes, it is.
That's a hot take.
Eric was riding that wave too. Like, if we think about it. Because Eric had LeBron too. Had him for 4 years. In all 4 of those years.
And then 3, and then you had Wade and
then you had Wade and Bosh. And then, side note, this sucked what happened to Bosh's career.
Yeah.
That was sad.
Drew says, who can't coach the Cavs? Okay. Who can't coach the Cavs?
Mike Brown when LeBron.
Mike Brown couldn't do it.
Guy when LeBron was gone.
Paul Silas couldn't do it.
The
guy who Ty Lue replaced.
The white dude.
Yeah. He couldn't do it.
He back over in Europe, I think now.
Oh man, he's somewhere in Europe over there.
Oh my Lord! You know what?
What's up, man, Drew?
Yeah. Got to use the Google machine.
What's up, man, Drew? Why you do that, Andrew, man?
Let's see.
You can't coach the Cavs. Well, that's not fair because the Cavs still got LeBron.
There
if you gone in the summertime, ask that question.
David Blatt.
Yeah.
David Blatt.
That's it.
What do you say? Oh, he back over in Switzerland's Turkey.
Hey, you gotta send this brother back to Turkey.
Right.
Where it's Thanksgiving every day.
Yeah. So, I don't think anyone can just coach the Cavaliers because, like I said, you have to have a system in place. And I will always remember when Lou came over. I think it was like during the playoffs or during the finals. He challenged LeBron James. Like, he went to him like, hey, man, either you going to start doing this more or we ain't going to win.
He forgot for a second that LeBron got him that job. That's what he did. He forgot for a split second. Hey, man, I'm the coach. How you coach? Oh, my bad, LeBron.
I see.
You coach LeBron.
See, Drew said because LeBron needed help. BJ says with or without LeBron. Yeah,
Thank
so
you. That's the question.
Yeah.
Look, Cavs with LeBron, man. I can win.
I mean, yeah.
And all I'm gonna do is drop.
Especially in the Eastern Conference. I mean, you're a solid 5-4 seed. You know what I'm saying? With LeBron, with LeBron and nobody, you're a 5. You're at least a 4 or 5 seed in the Eastern Conference. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe this year even though they're struggling right now, they still gonna probably be 1-2 seed come the playoffs.
And see, here's the greatness of LeBron. People always say, all this LeBron, whatever. But if LeBron James never came back to Cleveland,
they'd still be crap.
Would Kevin Love be on the team right now?
No.
Would J.R. Smith be on the team right now?
No.
Iman Shumpert?
No.
Channing Frye?
He'd probably be out of the league.
Richard Jefferson?
No,
he'll be out of the league.
J.R. probably still be in
the on the court.
I'm just saying.
Would everybody on the court right now be with Cleveland if LeBron wasn't there?
No. So
there'll be another lottery pick,
right? So without the presence, without the presence of LeBron, a whole lot would not be going down in Cleveland. Like we wouldn't even Tyronn Lue probably wouldn't even be coaching right now.
You see what Miami
because whose decision was that?
You know what I'm saying? So now let's see. He said you name a lot of C and B level players. So are you saying Kevin Love is a C and B player?
He'll B plus.
Okay.
I give him a solid A-, like a 90%.
And then J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, they are C and B, but they are important pieces.
They're role players.
They're role players. Not every team gonna have a dream team on every roster. I mean, Golden State. What you got? you got Durant, Thompson, Curry.
You got 4 All-Stars.
Draymond
started in your lineup, man.
Big dude at center. That's all you got.
Right.
Who they center right now?
Don't matter.
Right. just put in someone just to hold a space.
All right, go over there.
Cool. They gonna shoot threes. In the rare occasion that it missed, you there for the rebound.
Okay. A great question. Drew says, who is better, Kerr or Mark Jackson?
This gets me so riled up. They did not give Mark Jackson.
I can't wait. Let's go.
They did not.
They did not give him a chance.
They did not.
Go ahead, Josh.
Build that super team, right? And then they doing good. They went. What were they? Where did they? They did the conference finals that year. He got fired, right? Or let go or whatever. And then you bring in Steve Kerr and you go straight to the finals. Straight to. If y'all would have gave that brother one more year, that would have been him. You gave him one more year. Why y'all ain't want to wait?
Okay. Go ahead, Siddall. who you think?
Everybody black in the
Not everybody. It's cool.
But some people, most people.
I don't know what he is. He's interesting. Okay. So
No, Mark Jackson, man. I think he got a raw deal. He built us a team, and then inexplicably fired. I don't know why. I still don't know why.
Hold on, wait. And you know what's worse? The Warriors probably finna be in the finals for the next 4 or 5 years.
10.
Guess who's commentating on the finals every year?
Mark
Jackson. That is a slap in the face.
It is. It has to be.
They did him.
I don't see how he keeps his cool, man.
Yeah.
He drinks during commercials.
So who you got?
I got Mark Jackson. He's a better coach.
All right, I'm gonna say Mark Jackson because he built that foundation.
Mm-hmm.
He built that foundation. He brought not saying Golden State fans wasn't coming out, but he brought that level of excitement. He the one who who drafted Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. He saw something in that. He brought them guys together. Steve Kerr just helped push them along, and now you see where they got him. Go ahead.
Man, Mark Jackson, no doubt about it, man. Like just the coaching job he did with the roster that he had. I mean, that tells you right there, man, that he was a great coach. And then having, even if he would have got, the players that Steve Kerr has now, man, I think he would have did, just as good a job as Curry's done, man. And yeah, he got a raw deal. I do kind of feel bad about it, but that's the way the league is, man. So, but yeah, Mark Jackson for sure.
And BJ, you brought up someone that I was just about to bring up. Just ask how Luke Walton is doing right now.
Look, because that goes back to the whole who's coaching LeBron.
Mm.
You had like the all cheat codes activated team. That's what he was working with. He didn't have to do nothing. All he did was just sit there. He could have been playing tic-tacs on the board. Look, I could have got 24 wins with that team. Again, X's and O's on the board, just doing nothing. What we doing, coach? Just do what you do. See,
yeah.
It doesn't matter who the coach is for these Warriors right now. It don't matter who it is. Just like it didn't matter who the coach was or who the coach is for the Cavs. It don't matter who it is. I forgot Tyronn Lue was still coach, honestly.
Mm.
I was like, who that? I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, oh, he's still there? All right, cool.
Everybody say LeBron a coach, so.
LeBron is the coach.
LeBron the coach, the GM. He said he wanted to be an owner eventually, so he may do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But hey, that was a great topic, man.
Yeah, man, it kind of went.
But
went in a different direction.
Since we talked about the NBA, we're gonna stay on the NBA real quick
let's
and break
do that,
down.
Man. We call an audible right here on the Getaway, man.
It's our show. We produce it. We can do what we want to do.
That's right.
Not to play it.
That's right.
So why don't you go ahead and break down the West 15 and up?
All right, the best in the West. We're gonna start with the worst. Grizzlies. Last. Lakers. Second to last.
And we got
14. Kings at 13. Mavs, what happened? They at 12.
Man,
Suns at 11. 10, we got the Jazz. 9, we got the Clippers. 8, Pelicans. 7, Nuggets. 6, the Thunder.
They coming up.
Hold on.
there they are.
We got 5, we got the Trailblazers. And we got the Timberwolves.
They balling. They are looking
all
good.
right.
We're going to get back to that because I'm going to tell you why they balling. I'm
Okay.
okay. About that.
And so at number 3, we got the Spurs. And 2, the Rockets. And, of course, the number 1 is the
No
Wolves.
surprise. So real quick, before you talk about the Timberwolves, Thunder, they are playing better. They did lose 2 in a row, though.
They meshing now.
But you're starting to see, and I was saying this a couple of weeks ago, you're starting to see Paul George take his role. You're starting to see Carmelo Anthony. You already know it's Russell Westbrook's team.
Yeah.
So they all saying, hey, Russ, do your thing. We got your back.
Starting to mold and crystallize.
Yeah.
Right now, man.
Remember
So-
the last person that said that?
Who?
LeBron James when we went to Miami. He was like, oh, man, this D-Wade's team.
I mean, but it was his team because D Wade is Miami, was Miami, still is Miami probably, but everybody knew who the best guy was.
He probably gonna retire as a member of the Heat.
He should.
Yeah, no doubt.
He should.
No doubt. Yeah.
But yeah, Timberwolves. Go ahead.
I'm just, I'm happy for the Timberwolves. I really am. They got my coach. They got Thibodeau. They got one of my favorite players. They got Butler. The reason I'm mad about it, though, is because a couple years ago, both of them, look, I'm a Bulls fan. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about that.
I know that hurt. What happened?
Let's give him a moment. Give him a moment, fellas.
Yeah. You want to know what happened? You really want to know what happened? When I found out why Jimmy Butler why he got traded, because it was an either or. It was either him or the coach.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all go with the coach,
and they end up losing both.
No, not Thibodeau.
Oh, not Thibodeau.
Between
Fred
Butler and
Hoiberg.
Hoiberg.
Yeah. He's a Hoiberg.
I don't like him. I don't like him.
Family
and
show.
now, oh, it is.
Yeah, it's family show.
Well, he said it is. I ain't say it is.
I didn't know it was.
This is a sports talk show.
Yeah, sports.
The FCC doesn't regulate this,
Right?
Yeah. So yeah, like when and now we're realizing we're reaping the fruits of the seeds that were sown in the off season, which were horrible seeds. Horrible. Like, not only did Butler get traded, y'all let D-Wade go.
I mean, he wasn't gonna stay. He wasn't gonna stay because he knew that the team wasn't on the rise, and he ain't got time. He 55 years old.
It's time to win.
Right.
Time to win. D-Wade and LeBron at the same age?
Yeah.
That threw me off.
They came in the league same year, didn't
Mm-hmm.
they?
D-Wade, LeBron, Bosh too, right?
Yeah, Melo.
They're around the same age.
He just started different.
But yeah, Melo had that college behind him. So
And Chris Paul.
What?
Yeah, they all around the same same age group.
That's a legendary draft class, right?
Yeah. Real quick, shouts out to Silly Man.
Silly
First time on the show. Also to Keisha Barnett.
Silly Man gotta go. Did you just say BBB? I know that ain't Big Baller Brain.
Big Baller Brain.
I know that ain't Big Baller Brain.
Hey, kick him out, man.
Right. See, look. Now he did say roll MF and tie.
There we go. Keep him in there. Keep him in there. My
But
bad.
then right behind that, he brings up BBB.
Y'all think LeBron gonna play with his son? Probably. The way LeBron is in shape. Look, LeBron gonna be playing until he's 57.
Man, hey.
That brother training regimen is crazy.
Yeah.
He's 7 years away from 40. He's 15 years in the league.
Yeah, that's a long time.
He ain't had no major injury yet.
Right. That's the biggest thing. So whoever his trainer is, whatever he's doing, pass it over to us, DVD, something. Let us know what's up.
Make me a
Trust
video.
me, because I'm
trying.
BJ talking about Carl Anthony Towns. Dude is a beast. He should be an all-star this year.
Yep.
To add on, Jamal Crawford, getting him off the bench
That
was crucial. Getting Todd Gibson to reunite with Butler and Thibodeau. Big move.
They knew what they were doing.
Oh, yeah.
Watch D Rose gonna end up on the Timberwolves next year and have a rejuvenating season.
Listen, Silly Man says he a robot. Who you talking about, Silly Man? Let me know. Who you talking about?
Probably about
LeBron. Oh, you talking about LeBron probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LeBron is a robot.
Yeah, but welcome to the show, man. Please feel free to share this video with all your people. I know you got about 10 million people to 10 million likes.
Man, share it, man.
Go ahead and give us that share button, man. But yeah, so in the East, my brothers to the East. Here we go.
Beast of nothing.
Starting from 15, going to number 1. Last place, the Hawks. ATL, Georgia.
ATL just can't get it together in sports.
Orlando Magic, 14. Bulls, 13. Matter of fact, Saturday will be Saturday will be the debut of Zach LaVine.
Yep, he's cleared. Mm-hmm. We still gonna be what is that, number 14? Still gonna be a number. Wait, we might get to number. We might get to number 12 if the Nets lose.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, Nets number 12. 11 Hornets. You know, what are your thoughts on Dwight Howard, man?
He's still playing? I'm serious.
Yo, Dwight have been all over the place in the last couple of years.
I mean,
first he went to LA, then Houston,
Orlando.
This man would be like Shaq or something, man.
Orlando was probably his best. Undoubtedly, that was his.
The game has passed him by, dog.
The game is, man.
It's
look,
on. It's done, dog.
The name of the game is small ball now.
Yeah,
he too big for small ball. He been 7 foot since 6.
Don't put him at the free throw line. It's Curtis.
Dear God, he Shaq 2.0.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like he's a joke now. You know, years ago he was that guy. He was that center, but now he is now just a joke.
Nobody fear him, man. I mean, you drive into the lane and he just stand there.
No. Dwight is not the biggest waste of flesh, silly man. The biggest waste of flesh to ever dribble Spalding is Anthony Bennett.
Ooh. Okay.
Fire.
Silly man said, bro, might as well have been 5'5" and working that sprint.
Right.
Sell me an upgrade, Dwight.
Oh, man. DJ says Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown's another one. Yeah, just the waste.
Why?
True.
Why you playing?
Sean Bradley.
Sean, he was just tall for no reason. He's just out there with height.
That's
about it.
Right. Get dunked on.
Right.
Posterized at every corner.
Wait, was that him?
I do know what I had a Jordan poster with him on it. No lie.
Yeah.
Get dunked on by Jordan.
Got dunked on by everybody.
No lie.
The only time Sean Bradley was relevant was on Space Jam.
That is a good point. That is a great point.
Anyway, number 10.
Oh my God.
Number 10, the New York Knicks. Number 9, the 76ers. Number 8, the Pacers. Number 7, the Pistons. Number 6, the Bucks. Number 5, the Wiz Kids. Yeah, there you go. Shouts out.
Yeah.
Number 4, the Heat. Number 3, the Cavaliers. Number 2, them boys from the North. The Toronto Raptors
holding strong.
And number 1, another St. Louis person on the team.
Jason Tatum.
Boston Celtics.
Yeah, baby.
Speaking of Jason Tatum, part of the topic. Do you think he is leading the race for Rookie of the Year?
Why are we thinking? We have Google.
I hope he is.
I believe. Yeah, he's been balling, man.
I think he stepped in there.
I'd be surprised if he wasn't right now.
I mean, can we take a time to look at the St. Louis product in the NBA right now?
Patrick McCaw,
got that ring,
and
he wasn't around the bench neither. He scored some points.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Bradley Beal online to get his first signature shoe at Nike. Congratulations.
Yeah,
and he could be an all-star finally this year.
If we're talking about finally all-stars, I'm gonna have to deviate away from St. Louis and say if y'all brothers don't get Damian Lillard an all-star spot.
Man, but it's so hard though because he has to pass up Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook,
and who else?
I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, there you go.
Oh dang, that is the dang it.
Yeah.
So how you gonna pass him up? He's stuck. He's stuck. He's stuck like Chuck.
One and two guard, I forget.
To the East.
Yeah.
Placing ball over
Yeah.
there.
So
LeBron will take him.
Ooh, they're taking everybody right now, man.
They're taking everybody. They're taking Derrick Rose when he come back.
So BJ, he has Tatum, then Donovan Mitchell from Utah Jazz. That dude got some springs on him.
Is this like a legit list, or is he just listening to his opinion?
Oh no, well, his opinion. Then he has Ben Simmons. So the hype originally was, of course, Lonzo Ball and what's the guy from Simmons? Not Simmons, but the guy Markelle Fultz who got picked first.
Mm-hmm.
But of course Ben Simmons, and of course he didn't play last year because he was hurt.
Because you posted something about that. I'm like, how is
right? How he's still eligible and he didn't play a game.
Because you remember my valid argument. I could play with him on 2K. You a rookie 2 years ago.
Right. But I had to go ahead and say, man, Tatum. The Celtics had the original number 1 pick in the draft, but they traded down to get more picks. And Philadelphia only got Fultz. Tatum would have been the number 1 pick in the draft. And with his all-around game, I know we from St. Louis and we represent, we ain't trying to be biased. But the dude leads all rookie. He actually leads the league in 3-point field goal percentage.
Leads the league?
Yes. Leads the league in 3-point percentage.
That means East and West.
Yes.
I mean, he's above Steph Curry.
He's above Steph Curry.
Maybe because
and Klay Thompson.
Much threes up as Steph Curry.
Right. He's more efficient.
Yeah.
But
Steph be popping threes from the opposite baseline. So.
Man, he be popping threes from his seat. He just throw it up.
He be popping threes from the nosebleed.
Right. Ben Simmons is having a great year, but look at the impact that Tatum has had with Boston. Everyone thought when Gordon Hayward got hurt, oh Lord, it's gonna be a fallback, gonna be a problem.
Right.
I was one of them. I was like, well, there's the end of that.
But Tatum, like last year in college, he wasn't this efficient at all with his outside jumper, especially from the three-point line. But he worked on his game during the offseason before he got drafted. He knew that was a flaw in his game. And like any kind of upcoming great player, you work on the flaws in the offseason. When it's time for the real deal, you ready to roll, and you see what he's doing right now. So Tatum has to be, to me, number one. Close second would be Ben Simmons. And then I also like Mitchell from Utah. This kid here, I'm telling you, if you watch a highlight reel, Donovan Mitchell from Utah. Matter of fact, when they played the Cavaliers 2 weeks ago, this dude, he is so quick and elusive. He could jump out the gym just like that. Dude is freaking amazing. So check him out, Donovan Mitchell from Utah Jazz. Since he brought him up, I'm going to go ahead and just ask y'all about Mr. Lonzo Ball. So, real quick question. Do y'all see him staying with the Lakers after 2 more years?
Yeah. It depends on who the Lakers get, man. Because it's going to be a big free agent offseason this coming year. So
LeBron ain't going nowhere.
We'll see, but it's a lot.
Twice.
It's a lot of free agents coming up.
LeBron ain't gonna deal with that twice. It's first time, shame on you. Second time, they are killing.
I think if LeBron goes anywhere, I know he's gonna stay in the East, of course. I think he might go to Philly.
What about
Joel Embiid has been pitching for him too.
Yeah.
Now Houston is also wanting LeBron James. They hunt them down once the free agency starts.
Yeah.
Houston got a nice setup down there.
Yeah. Going back to the reason I brought the question up, because I know y'all heard about the story with LeVar Ball overseas, talking about the Lakers don't want to play for Luke Walton. So now it's a one big issue. Can LeVar Ball be the reason that Magic Johnson says, you know what, your son is about to get traded?
I think so, because it's just too much controversy. I don't care how good your son is. You just can't sit up here and badmouth a coach of the team, and it's not your team to play for. You're not even on the team. We sat up here. We praise Ball for his business acumen, his faith in his kids. But dang, sometimes you just gotta be quiet on some things, man.
Yeah, I agree.
I said from the jump, that boy daddy gonna get him in trouble.
Yeah,
I thought his daddy was gonna keep him getting drafted, honestly. But the Lakers took a chance.
Number 2.
And now they dealing with it.
BJ says big baller brand brings fans. It definitely brings a lot of notoriety, because you're gonna hear something from Mr. LeVar Ball.
Y'all heard that the BBB got an F from the BBB?
Right, from the Big Business Bureau.
Better Business Bureau.
Better, here we go.
Oh man,
Crazy. And so I don't know if it was a joke, but someone was like, he put in an order for shoes and and was told he couldn't get a refund because he ain't no big baller.
So he a small ball.
Right, he a small baller.
That ain't right. That ain't right, man.
Oh man, Andrew, he says Lonzo Ball is D material, not A, B, C, but D material. BJ says he will be there. Silly man, going back to St. Louis, he says y'all think St. Louis gets overlooked as a pro ball feeder to NBA, NFL. We be having ballers low key, but no real national recognition.
Well, all right. That's.
Well, I say it like this: if the teams that we have, like the college teams, were nationally relevant,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I think there would be more exposure for the talent that we do have here around the city. I mean, the exposure is getting better now with the news stations now finally catching wind to how, what I'm saying, how the bigger markets like in Texas, how they make, all these players, about these players in Texas, what I'm saying, in high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't know nothing about our own peoples, what I'm saying, that's around. So finally the news is really starting to catch on to it. Like they starting to have a lot more live broadcasts of games and stuff like that. But it all comes down to, you know what I'm saying, recruiting. Like Mizzou, you know what I'm saying? Like they're getting there. They looking way better than they did last year. Yeah. So, and they getting like they was just on TV just this past, weekend, I believe. I was watching. So, you know what I'm saying, getting that national exposure and, you know what I'm saying, our players staying home to actually want to play for our local college teams, you know what I'm saying, will bring more exposure to, you know what I'm saying, the St. Louis area. So it's getting there. But, you know what I'm saying, I think it's still going to be a while before we actually, you know what I'm saying, people realize how much talent we got here in the city.
And, BJ, I definitely agree with you. The scene in St. Louis, in Missouri, is definitely getting stronger and stronger. Remember we had a guest way back a few months ago.
Basketball coach?
Yeah, Jason. He coaches for Career Miller Academy. But he also, in the summertime this past year, he went to out-of-town tournaments with his St. Louis local team. I think it was under the Bradley Bill elite team. So he's seeing a lot of talent. But as you just said before, as you said earlier, ESPN recently had Webster Groves on ESPN2 playing a tournament against one of the I think a number 1 or number 2 ranked team in the whole freaking country. My high school, alma mater, Vashon, they've been traveling around to different locations playing high caliber teams. We got a guy on our team now, Mario McKinney. He's climbing up the ranks in regards to one of the top point guards in the whole country. You got all these social media sites that's like focusing on just high school basketball. And he's one of the guys that's been highlighted. Chaminade, BJ said, boo.
I was going to say it.
Yeah. Hate us. But we are 2-time champs in a row. Might be doing 3. We'll see. See, BJ went to Lafayette, and me and BJ played against each other in high school.
Okay.
So we have some history.
Don't lie.
Don't lie.
He had more limelight, so I'll give it to him. He said Lindbergh High School for life. He had the limelight. He was in a better position to succeed more than I was. So I'm going to go ahead and be the better man and give it to him. I actually went to college with him in Harris-Stowe as well, but he is a good dude. Mm-hmm. He's a good dude. But, Lafayette. Anyway. But going back, a lot of publicity is here now in regards to St. Louis sports. Look at all the different guys from high school going to these colleges, whether they're locally or other schools as well. The scene is definitely getting hot and hot and hot in regards to local talent here. So, Silly Man, I see where you're coming from, but it's definitely getting hotter in regards to more national recognition with St. Louis ballers.
If we scroll down, Silly Man made another comment about the whole LeVar Ball situation. Where'd he go?
He said, "Is it ESPN fault?"
It's the ESPN fault for constantly putting the camera in his face. I'm not gonna lie. They constantly seek LeVar Ball
because they know that drives ratings, that drives attention.
But my thing is, we can't blame a network for a grown man. If you really want your son to succeed, shut up. Yeah. Flat out.
Yeah.
It's flat out, man.
Yeah. And also, BJ, YouTube. All I gotta do is go on YouTube and see all these basketball channels.
Mm-hmm. True.
I mean, like, you see a kid from Minnesota straight balling. Like this is one white kid. Dude jumps out the gym. I forgot his name. I think it's Mac Miller, something like that. But dude is cool.
I'm like, Mac Miller's a rapper.
It's Mac something. But dude has, you think he was balling in Rucker Park or something. Yeah, there we go, McCabe. Dude is off the chain. Check him out on YouTube.
And see now, the nature of TV, you gotta remember now, this is the age of the internet.
Social media.
Social media, internet. And a lot of people are getting their TV from, places like on the streaming sites, YouTube and places like that. So there's a lot of avenues where you can see other different players from other parts of the country and the world.
Yeah.
So wide open.
Yeah. So like I said, the scene is definitely getting better and better, man, especially with social media. You got a parent who can record, like a coworker of mine. She has a daughter who plays for I think it's Lutheran North. She can record her daughter playing the game, send it over to someone who can do highlight reels. And all of a sudden you see on YouTube. Just like that, you get 1,500 likes. All of a sudden, oh, this coach here sees the video. It's so simple nowadays. So parents, whoever watching out there, you got the kids playing sports. Record. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I got
record your kids.
I got a little sister, man, who's playing varsity ball in McCool North, my alma mater, and she's only a sophomore. And all these tournaments that they go to, I told my stepdad, I was like, man, you need to start recording them more and more now, because now that she's getting better and she's starting on varsity now, and she's been balling, I was like, you need to start making videos,
right?
And have somebody cut them up to make highlights and just post them on YouTube, because somebody's gonna find.
Somebody's gonna watch.
Somebody's gonna watch.
Because back in the day, you used to have the VHS tapes, you had the highlights.
Right.
Here you go, coach. Can you watch this?
Can you watch this?
Now,
I'm gonna send you a link
and hashtag or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, Silly Man, he said he gotta go. He said he gonna watch the show more often. Keep it up.
All right.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it.
Hey, once
Silly
again,
man.
let everyone know about our show. Goes down every Wednesday night. Much love to you, bro. Let's see. BJ says, yep, highlight tape. Then he said VHS. Right. He said ESPN is putting up at least 15 high school games a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Bass Pro Tourney going down.
Yep.
Thanks for the love, BJ. Please feel free to let everyone know. Hey, this is the show to watch every Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Tell a friend, tell a friend. I love that saying. Tell a friend, tell a friend.
Tell your cousin to tell his baby.
Tell mama and them to watch.
Yes, mama.
Go on, tell mama
Right.
and them. Go on and tune in 6:30 every week.
That's right.
And like you said, man, we are behind in marketing our own. It's time to start having excuses. Oh, wow,
that's across the board. Entertainment, sports.
Yeah.
That's everything in St. Louis.
Don't get me started.
Right.
Yeah. We're just talking about sports tonight.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So, man, that was a great conversation. He says, what jersey is back there? So, behind Siddall, you'll see his class of 2002 Normandy
Vikings.
Boom.
Boom. Vikings.
And then,
I've never felt more wholeheartedly about a boo. I went to University City. So this boo.
Boo.
BJ said, they still open?
We still going strong, but we got our accreditation back, y'all. We never lost it.
We never lost it. Okay.
Kelvin, you went to what school?
McCool North.
There we go.
Here, can I tell you why U City is so cool? You want to know who teaches at U City? A lady by the name of.
He don't know his name.
I forgot her name, but it's Bradley Bill Mama though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We got our accreditation.
Yes, and BJ, you are definitely correct. Normandy had the greatest Christmas
Yeah,
tourneys.
don't hate on that,
They
man.
don't
that
have no
is true.
choice because that's their colors.
That's true.
Okay. If y'all didn't do something for Christmas, that just be so
So
disrespectful.
you went to
No,
school.
hey, that was the tourney to go to
It was.
in the country.
You went to school when Ronnie was there, wasn't
Verona, yeah.
he? Yeah, I played against. I
Back
played
in
against
the
him my
year
freshman
after.
year, man. Yeah.
He was a beast on the field.
Oh
He was a
yeah,
man,
Ronnie
man.
was a man.
Yeah.
That was a man. Yeah.
And then,
I used to hate playing against the Patriots on that just because of that. Bro.
right. And the jersey behind me, that's my old softball jersey. We were the Gateway Bulls, won a championship that year with that jersey on. So
With the 3 O's, because you know it's real.
there you go. If it ain't smooth, let me start wrong
There you go.
promotion.
There you go.
Promotion right
Let's start
now.
promoting.
Right now, it's the platform.
Up on him, but I ain't gonna-
It's the platform because it's about sports.
It becomes our business.
There we go. So that was some NBA talk. I believe we covered everything. So let's go back up the scale
Yeah.
to some football and discuss
I don't want to talk about it.
and discuss the NFL playoff picks that we had.
Oh, it was devastating
our
for
locks.
us too, man.
Turn my mic off.
Well,
You picked the Falcons.
well.
You picked the Falcons. How's it devastating for you?
My only lock was the Kansas City Chiefs.
He's gone. He
I'm
gone.
out the platform Super Bowl.
He gone.
And my lock was the Rams.
He gone.
I'm gone.
He gone.
We high-fiving the fact that we locked.
As you know, once again, the Rams lost to the Falcons. Rams offense basically was not there at all.
Look, that was a lot of their first time in that kind of light.
Farrell Cooper had a terrible game.
Terrible.
But you know who made up for it? Dang, I just forgot his name. Robert Woods.
Oh yeah, great.
Yeah,
game.
he balled.
He balled. Yeah.
And Sammy Watkins, I'm not sure he's coming back next year.
Where was Sammy Watkins?
Wants to come
anyway,
he wants to, but dude, you got to make more of an effort, man.
Yeah, it's got to
look. Dude, look. I watched that play so many times.
The sideline play, right? When the ball was in the air and the man got in front of him, he didn't be aggressive with the ball and attack the ball.
That play and the play like straight up in the end zone.
Oh yeah,
that end zone play.
Yeah,
boy, if you don't hug that ball like you hug your mama,
man.
Right. And then what was that? That touchdown play where they ruled in an incomplete pass.
Oh yeah,
it was to Higbee. Look, it was incomplete. It hurt though.
It did
because I watched it. I was like, he got it. I ran all up and down to all of my house, and then my mom was like, hold on, they calling it back. I was like, calling what? I looked back.
That replay.
Just barely hit the ground.
I hate that rule.
He didn't survive the ground.
Didn't survive the ground.
I hate in the last 2 minutes.
That ain't football. You gotta survive the defense, not the ground.
Right. He didn't survive the ground.
So
you can move a person. You can't move the ground.
So going back, once again, Rams lost to the Falcons.
Yeah.
Now, this man had a pick, had a lock.
Yeah.
Who you have locked in? I don't even want to know.
Go ahead, let him know.
N.O.
Oh. New Orleans.
Flat out.
New Orleans.
It was a great game, though.
Oh, it was.
It was a high-scoring game. Drew Brees. Wow. The ways that he can, the passing plays that he make, it's just so amazing how he can make other guys great. Not better, but great.
I remember on that defensive side, though, Cameron Jordan.
Yeah.
If he don't get some kind of accolades, or accolades,
right,
it's a problem because he was a beast.
Yep.
And I believe we chose Atlanta. I'm sorry, North Carolina. No, we all chose New Orleans to win.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. In the AFC.
Yeah, should be a lot.
Yeah,
his lock, the Chiefs had a great lead in the first half.
Man, they was winning, man.
They choked.
They suffered from the Falcon fall. That's what I'm calling
the
it now.
Falcon
fall through. Wow. The Georgia two-step.
Yeah.
Two-stepping out the playoffs.
Oh, I'm here and I'm gone.
They go.
So
slide out game start.
Yeah. So first of all, in that game, Kansas City started off strong. It was up 21-3. Late in the second half, Kelsey, the tight end, got hurt. Concussion protocol. He's out of the game. In the second half, it was all Marcus Mariota, man. He took it over. I think it was the second half or the end of the first half.
And don't forget Derrick Henry, which is Alabama product.
Oh man, he terrorized them.
Marcus Mariota threw a touchdown pass to himself.
I just want to say,
wow. What a crazy
Marcus
play.
Mariota is a product of the University of Oregon. I just want to say
that. But yeah, like you
win
said,
the day.
Quack. But at the end of the day, Roll Tide, Derrick Henry, man, he was a beast, rolling over everybody.
Yeah. That was set up for him.
They just ended the game. And then I got too happy because I thought Derrick Henry had fumbled at the end of the game.
Everyone did.
And he ran the ball back, and I kind of like, yeah. And they called it back.
This man stood up in front of this screen.
You got to tell everybody, man.
He got up like, yeah. then all of a sudden, he going to pretend like he going to roast some craps. Yeah. He like, yeah.
So basically, you and me were on the same. We was on the same.
Always
he's killing that touchdown.
Oh, it was so man. Hey, if I had recorded that moment,
but you didn't. Sorry.
So question, you guys. What's the quarterback name for Chiefs?
Alex Smith.
Y'all think he gone?
He gone. Pat Mahomes is your
Patrick
team.
Pat Mahomes. At first I thought, no, man, don't trade him. But then I thought about it and they lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you get more trade value if you trade him right now.
Yeah.
And instead of waiting. And I think that's the mindset they're having right now.
And I think
trade him while he has value.
And I think the Jaguars would be a perfect fit for him.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
just parlay that back to Jacksonville, Florida, where the Jacksonville Jaguars basically turned up the defense on Buffalo. It was no match. I mean,
that game was horrible.
It was terrible.
If you like offense, that game was not for you, folks.
Yeah, that defense. I like defense I like my football with defense, so I like the game.
That's a 3-10.
I like to hit. Yeah, 3-10.
Baseball score.
That wasn't
right.
That wasn't a halftime
lowest
score
game on this thing.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
But it was effective for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Blake Bortles pretty much played like Jalen Hurts did in the championship.
Sure
his legs. His legs.
Not throwing the ball.
His legs.
Yep. He's like, look, I'm gonna run this thing. Forget throwing the ball. I ain't messing this.
That's exactly why I chose against the Jaguars, because of Bortles, man. But the Buffalo couldn't do nothing.
Man.
Nothing.
But they made it. And now they got to play.
They played.
You're right. So y'all have fun with that.
Just to recap once again, our locks, we're done in regards to locks.
Those guys are going.
We're done. Platform Super Bowl.
What you pick? Don't you?
I still got New Orleans in this
now,
game. I got New Orleans winning the championship.
Now to repeat the rules real quick of the platform Super Bowl, he can go on to the next round and he can pick another lock within that round. But again, if the lock wins that round, he gets to go on to the championship games. If the lock that he picks loses, he's out the playoff.
I'm gone. But I ain't going nowhere, fellas.
What did y'all set this up?
Last week.
See, in my defense, I wasn't here for that because I was fashionably late. Y'all can go back and roll the clip. I was fashionably late. So I didn't get a lock pick, but I guess I talked about the Rams enough, so I guess that will be my lock pick. So again, yeah, we out. So
all right,
but we're still gonna pick. We're still gonna pick for the week. It's just for fun for us. For him, it's for the ring.
That's right.
All right. So let's start with the first game.
Here we go. The first game coming up is going to be the Falcons at the Eagles.
Battle of the Birds.
Yes, sir.
Who do you have?
Falcons. I don't trust Nick Foles.
I have the Falcons too. I feel like they have found their stride, and the Eagles are in trouble.
And the weather's going to be good in Philly.
There you go.
I have the Falcons. I gotta say the Falcons again. I want to say the Eagles, but again, like it's Nick Foles. And I want to trust my gut again and say the Falcons.
All right. Well, yeah. So Falcons beat my Rams. So I got the Falcons. Plus, I don't like Nick Foles from the time he was with the Rams.
Oh yeah, don't forget that.
And then also, I know we talk about the offense all the time with the Falcons, but their defense is pretty legit.
They are.
Shut it down.
Now last year they didn't have what's the quarterback name? Trufant? Is that his name?
Yeah.
He was hurt last year.
Yeah.
So he's back. Second game, we have the Titans at the Patriots. Go ahead, Josh.
You'd be dumb to go against Belichick. That's all I'm gonna say.
Patriots, man.
Patriots.
Next game.
If they pull it out, I swear we're gonna be here Wednesday.
Right.
I'm gonna be happy.
Oh my Lord.
I'm gonna be happy.
Tom Brady don't get 6.
If
Kobe don't get 6, Tom Brady don't get 6. Kobe ain't get 6. Tom, you ain't getting 6.
All right. Sunday's games. We have Jaguars at Steelers.
Now, y'all remember the last time they got together. Big Ben had his worst game of ever, all time.
Sure did.
I think it's going to be a little different, guys. I think Big Ben is going to redeem himself. I think the Steelers going to pull this one out. It's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game because the Jaguars' defense is legit. So I ain't going to say Big Ben's going to throw it all over the place.
It'll be a grinder.
Yeah, but I think the Steelers going to pull this one off.
All right. When they last played Jacksonville, I don't believe Le'Veon Bell was his full self yet because he was still kind of trying to get back into the flow from being off, from not being signed in the offseason.
Yeah.
And, finally getting to the camp late and getting his condition up. So, and you have the return of Antonio Brown. So I got the Steelers winning as well.
Let me tell you something, man. Look at Jacksonville, man. They got Ramsey over there. They got Boyer. The two Pro Bowlers out there. They got Calais Campbell out there, man. That defense is on a roll.
And he's saying all that.
And I'm gonna tell you what. At the end of the day, man, hey, they last time they played 5 interceptions.
You gonna pick Jaguars?
I'm picking the Steelers.
I saw it coming, y'all.
I was going to shake his hand. I was a good man. It's brave.
All right, and Josh.
Look, I'm going to tell y'all. Can y'all name the top 2 receivers in the NFL?
Brown and
Juju. Juju want to be? Oh, no.
Actually, Fitzgerald was the top receiver, yards-wise. Just not true. You guys didn't know that, even though Arizona sucked. But yeah, he was. Yeah.
You still got it.
Yeah.
Arizona sucked, even with the addition of Adrian Peterson. Man, that threw me off this year. I was like, okay, he with the way.
But they ain't in the playoffs now. We talking about playoff season today.
Yeah. He would have been if he had. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Steelers.
All right.
We're not gonna be in here crumping and hugging goalposts.
And the last game should be a doozy. Saints at Vikings. We ain't got to ask this man because we know who his lock is.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Josh.
I don't know.
He can pick another lock now.
Because
you can.
I'm sticking with the Saints.
Okay.
Okay.
Look, because history does show the last time when the Saints and the Vikings played each other. The Vikings were the favorite that time.
You talking about when he was
when
Brett Favre?
44.
Okay.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I was pulling for the Vikings Super Bowl 44.
I was too.
And then I was like, well, I guess they might do it. And they did it. So, I don't know.
Case Keenum.
Right.
Case Keenum.
Can he bring it?
Just bringing up all turkey.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Saints.
Hey, here we go. My man. Here we go.
I
hate Case Keenum.
I'm gonna tell you what. I have watched every Super Bowl since Super Bowl 25, and every year I've watched the Super Bowl, the hottest team has always prevailed. The hottest team right now is the New Orleans Saints. I got the New Orleans Saints in this game.
Okay, so
if you pick another answer, I'm gonna sing the song.
I
feel it.
Am going to roll with Minnesota.
Who that saying they gonna beat them Saints? Who that?
I am going with Minnesota. The reason why I know the Saints has a nice home advantage as well, but that new dome in Minnesota, them people go crazy out there. And where is the Super Bowl going to be at this year?
That's the main reason they can't win.
This never happened before.
They have a lot of momentum.
Never played in their home.
Case Keenum doesn't have to be like Brett Favre to win the game.
Brett Favre.
Right. As long as he continues to make plays, can the Saints stop the running game from the Vikings as well? And the great tight end game from the Vikings as well. Vikings also have a great defense. So I'm going to go with the Vikings on this game.
All right.
Well, we can already predict the next week.
Hey, shout out real quick. Shout out to Leonard Johnson.
Leonard.
What's up, man?
Welcome to the platform.
Tuning in.
Appreciate it.
Solid thumbs up. I ain't never gave one. I feel like Chuck Norris in dodgeball.
Wow.
All right. So sticking with football.
All right.
Chucky is back with Oakland.
Back on the sidelines officially.
John Gruden, as of yesterday, is back after 11, 17 years, something like that.
11 years
of not being coaching in the NFL. He's back with the Oakland Raiders. He's excited. He's pumped. He's ready to make this thing happen. What are y'all thoughts about him joining the Raiders?
I think it's a good move, PR-wise for the Raiders to have that phase, have Chucky back. Gruden was a great coach back then. One of my favorite coaches, but the question will remain, can he coach in this style of football in the league. The game has changed a little bit. I know he's been on the sidelines. He's been commentating the game, but it's different when you're inside the locker room working with the X's and O's. Can he adjust to today's style of play? A lot of the players only don't think about him as a coach. They think about him as the announcer dude.
Right.
And so that just gives you a sense of where he's at right now.
I can feel him and Marshawn was butting heads. And Marshawn would be like, boy, if you don't go back to announcing.
I think they would be good friends, with their personalities. I think they would go along great.
If Marshawn comes back.
I feel like he'll come back for one more.
Last year in Oakland, possibly.
No, this is their last year in Oakland. They going to Vegas, baby.
No,
right.
19.
Oh, 19.
Right.
That's next. This is their last year.
18.
Coming up.
This year coming up is 18.
I know, but the season ends when? 19.
Yeah.
So that's how this thing last year. Okay.
Thoughts?
Don't come at me with math, Siddall. I don't like it, but I'm good at it.
What's going on over there?
Right.
I don't know, man. I mean,
Excuse me.
he's never been a guy that can develop a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I know he had Rich Gannon back in the day, but really, I mean, he hasn't really Gannon.
Who?
Right. So it's like, I know he has to. The quarterback they have now, I forgot his name. Derek Carr. He still needs a lot of development. He still, because he struggled this year. He struggled.
I mean, that's the team struggled there though.
Yeah, but you don't down.
Just because them your initials.
But you don't downgrade as a quarterback, man.
I don't think he downgraded.
You think he had a good year?
Receivers, he didn't have a receiving core.
Amari Cooper sucked this year.
Yeah,
he was terrible.
Downgraded was Amari Cooper.
He led the league in drop passes.
Balls, man. He Alabama product, and I don't want to bash my guys, but God dang it.
Oh, it was terrible.
Sucked this year.
It was terrible. It was terrible.
But, I mean, I think if he can take Derek Carr to that next level, man. Where he needs to, he can be the focal point of that offense and get them back on track.
He's an offensive guru.
He is. So I believe, if he gets Derek Carr straight, man, I think, and I know the defense. I don't know who's going to have as his coordinator, defense coordinator. But
he won with Brad Johnson over there.
He did.
He went with Brad
That
Johnson.
was all defense over there. So I think he's going to do all right, man. We'll see. I don't want to get too high on that just yet.
Yeah, we'll see. I take a wait and see attitude as well.
Yeah. I can't. I'm not gonna say Super Bowl's coming in the next 2 or 3 years,
No,
but I can definitely
that.
See a competitive team for the next few years. I know he has a 10-year, $100 million deal, so I definitely see some improvement is going to happen with Oakland. So more NFL coaching. I know we had some coaches get hired.
Let's see.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Yeah, we have a new head coach in Chicago. Let me put up his name real quick.
Nagy?
Yeah, Nagy. Let's see here. Head coaching moves. There we go. The power of the Google machine.
Who he was defense coordinator for the Chiefs? Or for somebody?
There we go.
Yeah. I pull up the Google machine.
Oh, the Google machine.
All right.
Hired coaches. Matt Nagy for the Chicago Bears.
There we go. Matt Nagy. He used to be the OC coach for the Chiefs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Offensive coordinator for the Chiefs and coming over. Not a name. We'll see.
Word is that Patricia, the DC coordinator from the Patriots, Matt Patricia, he is in line to possibly join the New York Giants.
He looks like a New York Giants head coach, doesn't he?
I can see it.
Beard and stuff,
Yeah.
Calling play.
This is not a head coach thing, but Ken Norton just got hired as the 49ers assistant head coach.
Whoa. All the thing I remember from Ken Norton is him punching that damn goalpost.
I ain't gonna never forget that.
In St. Louis, in the Busch Stadium.
I ain't gonna never forget that.
I'll never forget that.
Let's see here. Let me pull up this head coaching. Here we go. Adam Schefter.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Why does that name sound so familiar?
ESPN.
Announcer ESPN.
Let's see here.
He's always got the good rumors. And
Vance Joseph will be returning back to the Broncos, so no change there.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers will be retaining Dirk Cutter. Bill O'Brien will be staying with Houston. Oh, North Turner. He's going to be the OC for the Carolina Panthers.
What?
Okay. He's a great offensive coordinator. He just don't ask him to be head coach.
Right. Man, North Turner,
Hey,
103 years old.
Hey,
man,
he had LT.
Before that, though, look, Dallas Cowboys, Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, and Michael Irvin. That was him.
Right. And I just want to make sure that we cover. I feel like I'm missing a coach. I just want to make sure that we got everything covered.
Do? Not that it's going to help.
Word is that Kirk Cousins is willing to go to Cleveland if given a chance.
That's brave.
You like that, don't you?
You like that? You like that?
You ain't gonna like it after week 4.
0-4, you beat up.
Didn't Gordon's back with the Browns, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Josh Gordon.
Stay off your weed, you be good.
Look, let me tell you something. This show done took a whole nother turn. Legalized. Dang it.
The views of Josh Stanton does not reflect and his partners.
It's crazy. I don't even smoke. I'm just saying. Like, logically, it almost is.
Yeah, so as of right now, those are the biggest coaching moves. Oh, the Seahawks fire offensive coordinator Darrell Bevell, and also let go of the O-line coach. Just had his name and lost.
Wait, Seahawks didn't make playoffs.
I think the Seahawks is officially in the rebuilding mode.
Oh,
have you heard that
timetable?
That Earl Thomas
want to go to the Cowboys.
He's talking to people, other teams. Like, look,
after the game.
After the game.
Oh yeah, they said the Legion of Boom is pretty much
boom.
They're gone.
The Legion of Boom is like the Legion of. I don't know if y'all heard that. The Legion of Late.
Nah, we didn't hear that.
Man, real quick, man, this has been a great show, man.
Yeah.
A lot of comments, a lot of likes, a lot of shares going on. So we appreciate all the love. Once again, you see 4 brothers who love some sports. And the good thing is we don't just talk about it, like without any knowledge. We know what we're talking about.
I know.
Yeah, man. I
love it, man.
Know my sports, baby.
Dad, I know what I'm talking about.
I made it. No. All right. So real quick. Oh, college basketball, top 25.
Yeah, I gotta go college basketball right here.
I don't keep up with college basketball.
All right, so real quick, 25, Creighton.
24, Tennessee.
23, Florida State.
22, Auburn.
21, Kentucky.
20, North Carolina.
19, Clemson.
18, U.
17, Arizona.
16, TCU.
15, Gonzaga.
14, Cincinnati.
13, Seton Hall.
Number 12, Kansas. Boo.
Number 11, Arizona State.
Number 10, Xavier.
Number 9, Oklahoma.
Number 8, Texas Tech.
Duke at number 7.
Number 5 is Purdue.
And Wichita State is actually number 6.
Yeah.
Purdue number 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of funny here.
Yeah, whatever.
But number 4, Michigan State.
Number 3, Virginia.
Number 2, West Virginia.
And number 1, Villanova.
Yeah, buddy.
Yo, y'all remember what was that? 2014, Wichita State was just going crazy in
the balling.
Yeah, balling out.
They almost
had
I was rooting for them. Man.
I think everybody was rooting for them.
Yeah, man.
Like even if your team was in there, you was like, "Come on, my team!" But
guess who played for the team and coached on that team?
Oh Lord,
Boston Celtics. 2 Boston Celtics now.
We gotta talk about this Derek Dooley.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
because it's something I wanted to bring up earlier when we talk about football. But real quick, Mizzou basketball, they are playing tonight. I think they're playing actually right now against Georgia at Mizzou Arena.
Somebody ain't playing for Mizzou right now.
Yes, Blake Harris. Last week, remember we talked about him in the bragging rights game and etc.
Stepped up and everything.
Stepped up, had a great game in the second half. But then they had a break for like maybe 13 days. And he missed about 4 practices because of the flu. The next game was at South Carolina, in which they played last Wednesday.
His home state rather.
Right. Because he's a Kakalaki. Was it Kakalaki kid?
South Kakalaki.
Yeah. But anyway, He did not start that game. Only played maybe about 10 minutes or so. Mind you, his family is at the game as well. After Mizzou won that game in convincing fashion, 2 days later, he announced he's transferring from Mizzou. He started 9 games in the season. Mizzou is right now 11-4. So 11-4 is 15. Out of 15 games, he started 9 games. He's only a freshman. He was a 4-star recruit. He came along when Michael Porter Jr. was recruited, and Jeremiah Tillman. He came on with the guys because he wanted to be part of that mix. Mm-hmm. But he has a history of switching schools. In high school, he changed high schools 5 times.
5 times?
Twice in 1 year.
Wow.
So it kind of shows you that he doesn't know how to stay stable in one environment. Or it could be that if things don't go his way, he gets gone.
And he got homesick too. You know, he was in South Carolina with his family right there. Somebody probably was in his ear. Hey, man, you need to come on home.
So as of today, he announced via Twitter that he is going to NC State.
Huh?
Yep.
Close to the home now.
Going to the ACC.
Close to home.
So you're going to be facing Duke, Carolina, all them guys for the next couple of years if you stays in college for the next few years.
That's just a bummer, man. I mean, why would you leave something that, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's his decision, you know.
And then real quick, going back to college football with Mizzou still. Mizzou recently hired a new offensive coordinator,
Okay.
Derek Dooley.
Derek Dooley.
And this man here isn't too pleased.
Tell us why.
First off, before we start, why does that name again sound so familiar?
He was with Tennessee. He's the son of a legendary coach. And
Heard
now this Derek Dooley's never called a play in his life. This man was a tight ends coach.
Tight end coach.
And now you got this man coming back to coach Drew Lock. And I'm glad Drew Lock stayed for his senior season. That was the right decision. But this man never called a play in his life. So and Mizzou was, you know, pretty much was struggle against, and that's another thing. Why? Okay, so
what is that highlight? What does that say right there? Read it for the folks. For the folks out there.
Mizzou makes Dooley the highest paid assistant coach. Why? He's unproven. I don't see Mizzou struggle mildly against relevant teams, we'll put it like that. And I don't see how he's gonna make Drew Lock in that offense any better than what they were this past year. I just don't see it. I think if this goes, if Mizzou has Alabama on the schedule this year too.
I want to bring that up next. I got you.
Mizzou got. We need to bring up their schedule for next.
Let's break this down.
Up their schedule.
The first game is UT Martin.
That's a win.
Second game, Wyoming.
That's not a guarantee.
Third week, here goes the gauntlet, folks.
Here we go.
At Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
At home versus Georgia.
I ain't worried about it.
Away at South Carolina.
I'm kind of worried about it.
Away at Alabama.
At Alabama.
What?
At home versus Memphis.
And they had a great team this
At home versus Kentucky.
Yeah. Okay.
At Florida versus Vanderbilt. At Tennessee and versus at home versus Arkansas. But once again, you got this gauntlet.
Week 4 is Alabama?
Week 4 is Alabama.
Yeah,
right.
That's an L. We just go ahead and chalk that up.
So you got at Purdue versus Georgia. Oh no, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, week 6 Alabama. Sorry. So once again, at Purdue, not a tough game at all. Versus Georgia at home, at South Carolina, at Alabama, versus Memphis.
If this doesn't pan out
that's
right, I think Odom's gonna be gone, man. Odom's gonna be gone because of that decision right there. It's making him the highest paid assistant coach. You know, he's never called a play at college.
In the program history, not in all of college football, but just in Mizzou.
Yeah, just in Mizzou.
Now we might look back on this game and they may
No. They're not.
See,
Kelvin's face wasn't in the frame.
I saw his face.
I looked up in frame.
he in there. I saw it.
I was like, please don't say it. No, don't say it. Don't say it. Okay.
Yeah, so the same way you feel about Matheny,
Oh yeah,
the same way he feels about Dooley.
right? And he didn't even coach a game yet. He
Right.
feels the same way.
Right.
I mean, I know a lot of Mizzou fans out there like, what the heck? You could have chose anybody with some experience. You know what I'm saying? To bring their offense back to relevancy, but they got Dooley. So
Man. All right. So real quick rundown.
Yeah, what have we covered today?
You know,
Man,
it's proven that
everything.
people with alliterations as their initials, like think about it, DD, they be kind of good. It's a proven stat.
he's not gonna be good.
He said, no matter what you say, at the end of the day, it ain't going down. So why don't you
Your
go ahead?
optimism is not facing him.
Yeah.
Oh no, I ain't optimistic for Mizzou. If they lose, they lose. Like they ain't gonna miss a
It is what it is. So hockey. Let's go ahead and do the standard real quick in hockey.
All right.
Who leading the points?
All right. In the West, we have in the Pacific Division.
Who?
the what?
He's trying to get me to say specific, but it's Pacific. I made a mistake one. Anyway,
Now you realize that.
the Coyotes.
Can't mess up.
No, I'm thinking about it. Oh,
The pressure is on. The pressure is on, y'all.
I'm not gonna say the division. You know the division. I just said it.
I
Golden
didn't hear
Golden
that.
Knights are leading that division, 60 points. Then we have the LA Knights, 53. The Sharks at 48, and the Flames at 48. And we got the Ducks at 47.
Not my Oregon Ducks.
No. We got the Oilers at 39, Canucks at 38, and the Coyotes are terrible, 26 points.
Jesus.
In the Central Division,
Come on.
the Winnipeg Jets, my goodness,
Right.
59 points. Predators at 56, and then the Blues at 55.
Lost three in a
Lost
row.
3 in a row.
Oh wait.
They were at first now.
They were.
Oh man.
Then we have the Dallas Stars at 51, Blackhawks 48, and
Stay
Wild at
down.
48
Stay down, Black Hawk.
At least we above the Blackhawks. That does my heart good.
for now. And then the Avalanche is at 47.
And in the East, we have in the Atlantic Division, the Lightning with 65 points, lead
Yeah.
all of hockey in points. Bruins 53, Maple Leafs 53, Panthers 42, Red Wings 41, Canadiens 40, Senators 37, Sabres 29. And the Metropolitan Division, Capitals 57, Blue Jackets 53, Devils 52, Rangers 49, Penguins 47, Flyers 46, Hurricanes and Islanders 46. Once again, for those who are not familiar with the point system in hockey, you get 2 points if you win the game. If you win the game. If you go to at least overtime, both teams get 1 point. If you lose the game without overtime, 0 points. That's how the point system is done in hockey.
How long has the season been going since October?
Yeah, and we play an 82-game season.
Blues are doing horrible.
It is
What we
a
doing
tough sport, you know. It's like in
The grind.
football
The grind.
because of the grind,
Yeah,
and they play more games in football.
yeah. So, real quick, a subject that we haven't really touched on recently, UFC.
Yeah,
I know that we're going to have our first UFC match in St. Louis. Is that something y'all see yourself going to attend?
I would.
I would.
I love you. I love ultimate fighting. I went to one. I think it was off. I don't want to say off brand, but it was another league. It was at the Luminaire. I think it was like 2 years ago. It was exciting. Nah, not that one. But it was exciting, man. And I think it was like amateur fighting. It's intense, even at the amateur level.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. My friend, I think, was a part of that. So yeah,
They be fighting, man, and ain't it's not knocking pro wrestling, but UFC, well, it's I think it's
real, man.
boxing You know, a lot of boxing purists don't like that, but I think it's overtaking boxing as the fighting sport. And yeah, I would definitely go.
Is it UFC brand MMA or is it just
UFC?
UFC.
The actual UFC.
I might go to that.
Yeah.
When do they come here?
I gotta check it out. We can find out on Google. Why don't you find it real quick while I talk about our next topic? Something else I want to bring up. Oh yeah, so UFC, I want to check out definitely. I haven't been to a live boxing match yet. I want to check that out. I'm pretty sure. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be pretty dope to see.
That's like
UFC fight
next week.
Oh shoot,
that's like this Saturday.
That's there we go.
Sunday.
That's this. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So this Sunday.
Kind of fast. Oh man.
Well,
Siddall ain't going.
Siddall ain't going.
I'll be at the gig, man.
He'll be working, but I'll be off, so maybe I can we can check it out. leave some live footage. Like, hey, wish you were here. It goes down this Sunday at the Skytrade, the renovated Skytrade Center. But yeah,
what renovation did they do?
They actually
That's about it.
No, they added more bathrooms. They actually added more club seats. This whole section of like better like cushion seats and everything in certain sections.
I went there for wrestling.
Yeah, they got better vendors and everything.
I still have not been to WWE live.
Oh my
I
lord!
always had to work.
Hey,
oh wow!
We got to do that, man.
Yeah,
Man, look, I might cry.
and see,
It's fun.
and
Especially
see,
in a live event.
the Skytrade, that's just phase one. They got like I think 2 or 3 different phases. So they're gonna actually do a whole lot more things to the center.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be real dope. Wrestling.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Before we get to the WWE, I want to highlight. It was my first time ever watching it, thanks to Facebook. I saw the great match between Jericho and Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
New Japan Wrestling. That match was incredible.
That was
Real
a
quick,
classic.
shout out to Eli Nickman for getting me hip on New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, man. Eli, man. Hey, we appreciate you because that's my intel when it comes to overseas wrestling, man.
Yeah.
He be on it.
Yeah. It was cool seeing like they have no filter. You saw Chris Jericho, he was flicking people off,
Cursing
flicking the camera,
conference and
all that.
man.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. But Kenny Omega, that's my first time. I've heard I've heard a lot about him, especially from like Dave Meltzer and everything. I finally saw it with my own eyes. Dude is an incredible performer.
Yeah, he is a showman. Could tell a great story. And then you had 2 great storytellers in the ring.
Yeah.
Fighting. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. And there's rumors that Kenny Omega could be a secret entrant in the Royal Rumble. Well, I don't think so.
Nah, he ain't doing it. He ain't doing it.
He gets more notoriety outside of the WWE.
Shoot, ask Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes is loving life right now.
He's
Loving
on fire, died
He gets to be himself.
Yeah.
That blonde does look weird though.
Yeah.
Like,
That ain't for you, bro.
You a fan of wrestling at all?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So
right
this next subject should be pretty cool then. So this past Monday Night Raw, we had the return of The Miz. And he already sparking up some stuff.
Sure is.
He's calling out Roman Reigns, saying, hey, you held down my title for a minute while I was gone, but I'm about to add back the relevancy to that belt and be, when anyone says the Intercontinental Champion, they think of me. The way people thought about Bret Hart. And who was he say? Shawn Michaels.
Mr. Perfect.
Right. He says that he's going to be the next legendary name when it comes to the IC title. He's calling out Roman Reigns for the 25th anniversary of Monday Night Raw, which I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Can I tell you how that's going to work out?
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you exactly how that's going to work. Miz is going to win.
I believe so, too.
Roman's going to enter the Royal Rumble. Probably win that. Roman versus whoever is Universal Champion. Roman gets the championship when
Yeah, because, I mean,
it's easy to call WWE stuff.
It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy.
And that's been a problem. It's just too predictable.
Wait a minute. Did Cena join the Royal Rumble?
Yes.
But
But
I mean, you got to think about it because you got like, do you want to go ahead and give Roman the championship now?
No.
Or do you want to give Cena number 17?
Neither, because Cena.
It's going to happen for him.
Cena is going to be in the match, I believe, with Samoa Joe.
Yep, I agree.
It started this past Monday.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe called him out and said, hey, one guy I'm going to make sure it does not win the Royal Rumble. I'm going to throw him out myself. It's going to be John Cena.
Boy, Samoa Joe be
that's way overdue too.
He spits fire on the mic.
He
He be calling shots.
Savagery.
Yeah, he
Savagery.
Don't
care.
hold back. I love it, man. You know, just think about what you said last week about Dean Ambrose, him and Renee Young.
Yeah.
His wife's face.
It's his face. She didn't see it coming.
She was like, all right.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
You better be looking Renee ain't black.
He said,
No, you know it.
he said,
characters.
what he said, if y'all missed it, he said, I put Dean Ambrose out and made him a stay-at-home husband, and now his wife is making it's the breadwinner. To his wife's face as she's interviewing.
Look her dead in the eyes too. Like that was just ugly.
Yeah.
But can we talk about that stupid stuff? This
What stupid stuff? There's a lot of stupid
Wait a
stuff in
minute.
WWE.
Are you talking about Mr. These Hands?
These hands?
no, when I tell you
They
them,
need to make t-shirts, by the way. I'm gonna cop it. I'm gonna wear it.
Word is via Naw. They were saying that he's working on trying to get These Hands merchandise.
I'm getting the shirt and I'm wearing it on this show.
I too
Go make that shirt. These hands.
like these hands. But Braun Strowman, I said it last week and I'll say it again this week.
He should be.
Yeah.
He's a beast. If
If
he doesn't get this championship at the Rumble, that's
it'd be trash.
a smack in the face.
Yeah.
But that's not what I was talking about.
Okay.
I was talking about Jason Jordan.
Okay.
He got on my everlasting nerve.
Oh God! Everybody's
I
nerves,
wanted
man.
to throw him. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Like,
He
go
cost
somewhere,
them
man.
the match. He came out. I'm like, your promo skills are trash. Like, I don't know what's going on.
It's basic. His promo skills is basic.
He excuse me.
Under par. Yeah.
He's going to be the
And we're
reason
not
why.
talking about golf, so that's not a good thing.
Right. He's going to be the reason why the tag team championship will be away from his belt and Seth Rollins, because I think he's going to slowly get to a heel role. That's what he's growing himself into doing, is a heel role.
He'll be a bland heel.
You think so?
Yeah, he'll be bland.
Yeah, he'll be bland. He'll be
Be
like,
just about the same, calling people out for like, I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna
All right.
you. Like, Daddy's gonna say it's okay.
It's like, all right, I'm scared, dude.
Like,
it's different when Braun Strowman says something. Oh man, I'm sorry, sir.
I'm gonna get you.
Feel like you
or we can strategize this.
Like,
men.
Jason Jordan's gonna come at Jason Jordan. Take it.
Braun Strowman coming. I'm in my car.
Right.
I'm gone.
Another big takeaway once again was Mr. These Hands. He grabbed a grappling hook.
What the grappling hook?
A grappling hook, y'all.
And
What y'all need it for?
threw it all the way up top near the back of the Titantron and pulled down this big old thing over Kane and Brock Lesnar. Crazy.
So
That
again,
was crazy, man.
he's doing all of this.
First of all, where did you get a grappling hook
I'm
from?
trying to think, what are y'all using
Where
for?
did
Got me thinking, what are the uses of a grappling hook in WWE?
That's why Braun Strowman, hey, he is thinking of like, in a way, it's like kind of like with Stone Cold Steve Austin. He would just do like different stuff.
The beer
He
truck.
pulled out the beer truck.
That was my favorite one.
He had the cement mixer
Oh,
and poured
I
it
forgot that.
into one of Vince McMahon's prized Cadillacs, whatever it was.
And you, that was real. Like you saw and
Poured
heard
it
those
in.
windows
Like he was
popping.
driving the truck. I mean, he had a monster truck and rolled it over the Rock's brand new car. I mean, he would do stuff like that.
Right.
And I can see Braun Strowman doing different stuff like that.
You know what's funny? Braun Strowman bought a Porsche in real life.
How's he gonna get in the Porsche?
That my thing is, what salesman
Cause he a pickup.
had sales that low? He was like, I want that car. You want it, you got it.
Right.
Hey, whatever you want, man. I'm not gonna argue.
He's gonna look like the dad from The Incredibles driving his small car.
Right.
It was a drop top, though, so I think that's the next one probably.
Right, I was gonna say he gonna transform that car to a bug.
He gonna pop out. He gonna pop out the hood like the Flintstones.
And there's somebody to laugh at.
Right.
Where you gonna catch these?
Who's laughing?
In regards to the women, looks like Alexa Bliss are trying to start some trouble in between Asuka and Nia Jax.
Nia Jax got too much going on her plate with this Enzo Amore situation. I think she's just trying to do that to avoid losing this championship. I feel like
I think it's a
she's losing this to Asuka.
Right.
And speaking of Enzo, looks like he may have a little injury in his hands, on his hands.
Yeah.
Had a match with Cedric. Did you watch the match at all?
I did. I just heard about it though.
Busted that boy open.
Yeah.
That's
what I heard.
But Cedric, I'm telling you, if you have not watched Cedric Alexander, this dude is an incredible talent. I won't be surprised if he wins a belt. If he gets an opportunity.
He's not. You know what they're gonna do to him?
What?
They're gonna 205 Live Apollo Crews this dude. Apollo Crews don't get any type of championship. I'm tired of this.
It may be coming. Because they did surprisingly beat Sheamus and Cesaro this past Monday night. So maybe that was the win they needed to build up the tightest brand worldwide.
Yeah, and remember, just remember, Sheamus still has that neck condition. So they may be trying to play it to where Sheamus and Cesaro gets into it because they lose so much,
right?
And then split up.
Play him out with a little bit of grace.
There you go.
Also, I don't know if y'all have been keeping up with the lesser side of what's going on in WWE, but they have this thing on Facebook, the Mixed Match Challenge.
Yes.
Yeah. They have that going on. Apollo Crews and Nia Jax on the team together.
Yeah.
That's gonna be it's gonna be pretty dope.
Yeah, you got the Miz and Asuka, Finn Balor, Sasha Banks.
Yep.
You have
Jimmy and them.
Yeah. No surprise. Rusev, Lana.
They just put the couples together.
Right. Bailey and Elias. Who else you have?
Tell the audience about what's the Mixed Match Challenge is.
Okay, so the Mixed Match Challenge is something that WWE came up with. It's going to be exclusively on Facebook Watch. And it's going to be a tournament between, it's just going to be
SmackDown teams and Raw teams.
That's all it is. It's mixed tag teams. Because mixed tag teams don't get a lot of love on TV no more.
Yeah.
Even though there are so many couples in WWE.
Right.
Last mixed tag we saw was WrestleMania.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. And those were like married folk. Well, married and
engaged, yeah.
Well, no,
they were engaged.
They's gonna get married now. Also, Raw 25, the Doe Twins will be there.
Okay.
They dropped the they dropped the partial.
Yeah.
No, that happened. Oh, I missed that. All right. They dropped the partial tease of who's going to be there in the tonight's list so far.
Yeah, matter of fact, just to go over their list, we have coming to Raw 25.
Look at
wow.
Smoooth with
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold.
Yes.
He's going to be in the building.
My favorite wrestler of all time. Of all time.
Hold on, boy. Wait.
Of all time.
Jim Ross ain't on this list.
He is. Him and Jerry Lawler.
Jerry Lawler. Wow.
Dear God, he is broken in half.
Good God.
The return of The Undertaker.
Ooh.
Yeah. My favorite.
Also, the Generation X will be in the building. Everyone, even Road Dogg and Badass Billy Gunn.
Yes, sir.
Xbox.
The Dudley Boys will be back.
Okay. All right.
Woo! Ric Flair will be back.
Yeah.
The Outsiders.
What?
Huh?
Okay. The Bella Twins, like you said before.
I mean, yeah.
You know, but
You almost put them out of business. You don't put them on the show. All right.
The New Age Outlaws, once again, Ron Simmons and JBL.
Damn,
I wanted to go.
That was spot on, too.
Hey, fun fact. It's going to show my age. I watched the very first Monday Night Raw. Yes. 25 years ago.
And matter of fact, it's going to be at that same venue
Oh, in the theater?
Yes.
Oh wow. You gonna pack everybody in there?
Oh my God.
Right. Yep.
Y'all gonna sell $3,000 tickets?
Right.
Try to weed and seed.
Right.
Yeah, so it should be a very interesting a very
Is there
interesting
gonna be
show.
actual wrestling on that night?
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a whole bunch of-
Right.
Oh yeah, the IC title match.
Exactly. All right, so that was pretty much the big takeaways from Raw.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Second consecutive victory for Balor Club.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see
that. I like that pairing, man.
I want to see how this is going to work out.
Well, since they don't have the Shield, they gotta have.
I
They gotta have
feel-
Balor Club.
I feel the master now. I feel that Balor may actually turn heel
Nah,
with them guys.
I feel like they're
It would
turning.
be
I feel like Gallows and Anderson are somewhat turning face.
They have been like getting a lot of pop recently, and especially now with Finn Balor, they should be taking over like the Shield was going to. Balor Club may take their spot
Hard
now.
to say because the fans, whatever the fans want, WWE's gonna do the opposite.
Yeah,
Just know that.
It's true.
yeah, we talked about that last week.
Right. So
like
if fans cheer them, they're gonna make them. They're gonna make them heel.
We're not gonna give it to you.
Right.
I mean, look, heel or face, they still gonna cheer for who they want to cheer for.
I mean, they don't.
Right. SmackDown. AJ Styles will be preparing to face at the Royal Rumble Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a handicap match.
Can I tell you how I feel like that's gonna break down?
Oh, go ahead.
I feel like it all ties in. I feel like AJ is gonna lose
Mm.
and then be a final entrant in the Royal Rumble. Not the last entrant, but a last minute entrant.
Who gets the belt?
They said they're gonna be co-champions. Like what they did with Michelle McCool and Layla. I'm calling on your brains. Like years ago, where they broke the title in half.
I remember. Yeah.
Which was the dumbest,
Stupid.
just
Mhm.
But that's WWE written all over.
So yeah, they're gonna share that. I feel like one's gonna stab one in the back. Plot twist: Sammy's gonna get Kevin. Payback, and then AJ's gonna be a last minute entrant, and it's gonna come to a point where AJ and Finn, Gallows and Anderson are all gonna be in the same ring. I feel it.
Ooh.
It's
That's
like who's
interesting.
gonna help?
Yeah, like
with
they're gonna look around. That would be dope. But
and then that'll
are
set
not
up
smart
a
enough.
cross-branded Mania match.
WWE ain't smart enough.
They
though.
need real fans for writers. Okay.
So
That's what they need.
I want y'all to focus on this for the next 2 weeks before the Wednesday before the Royal Rumble. Give me your predictions on who will be the last 4 men in the ring.
Okay, I gotta think on that.
That's why I say you got 2 weeks.
We
I
got
was
2
saying,
weeks.
we got 2 weeks.
I gotta think on that.
Right. The last 4 in the men, last 4 for the women.
Okay.
Samoa Joe, Cena, Balor, and Roman Reigns.
You got his.
I feel like it's gonna be all Raw.
I'm going.
Ooh, wait,
I gotta
no, that's
see
all
how
Raw.
it
Wait a
develops.
minute.
I gotta see how it develops.
So I don't know about that.
Well, it might not be all Raw. It depends because I feel like Cena's gonna be SmackDown again, bringing it back to that 17. He's getting that 17 at Mania, and then I think he's out of here. I think Cena's like 40, pushing 40,
I think he's in his 40s.
maybe in his 40s. I think they're about to send him off in a great way. He's gonna pull a Dolph Ziggler though with grace.
Hey, I saw something on just staying on SmackDown. Have y'all seen the promos of Mojo Rawley online? I mean, he's
his IG stuff.
Oh yeah,
He going.
He has a skill on the mic right now, doing a promo. He cut a heel promo on IG or whatever it was, and it was good against Zack Ryder.
Oh yeah, the ones
check it out.
Ryder always gonna be loaded.
I'm like, they got some. I'm just wondering if WWE would do something with it.
But you got to remember, he's got Bobby Roode next in this U.S. title tournament.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be.
I mean, he's got something right there. So I think they would be wise to use that on television.
Again,
we're talking about WWE though.
They not that smart.
Nah.
Plus, they don't care.
Zack Ryder also had a following on social media, and they never used him.
Right.
Oh yeah, Zack Ryder, man. What was that? The internet champion for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he
They
had
could
that
use
going.
championship if it wasn't his head. But I guess that was a new age TV title.
And speaking of which, Mojo Rawley did defeat Zack Ryder And the U.S.
That's what
Championship
he was
tournament.
promoing. He's promoing this Tuesday.
He's got Bobby Roode on Tuesday.
Yep. And then on the other end, you have Jinder Mahal versus our boy Xavier Woods.
All right.
From the New Days.
baby.
Oh, yeah, that's the new thing they added into that.
Yeah. So that was pretty much the biggest takeaways in regards to SmackDown. A lot coming up, man, once again, with not just one Royal Rumble match, but two. So a lot of things happening.
I remember we talked about surprise entrance for the women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Can I go ahead and add Melina in there? I don't think I did.
Ooh. Okay.
Plus, also, you can't have one without the other. Where's John Morrison at right now?
TNA, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, he would Impact.
Oh, yeah, Johnny Impact.
Yeah.
That's just.
I still don't know where to find. Who watch that thing?
All right. Spike.
Pop.
Yeah.
It's off there now.
Oh, Pop it on?
See, it
gone
moves.
there.
And this well, not breaking news, but Austin Aries made his return back to Impact as well.
Impact. Okay.
What?
Yep.
They were saying that he would possibly go to WWE, but okay.
He just left. He just left from there.
He just left from there.
Yeah, they talking about bringing him back. Well, the rumors say it was bringing him back.
Coming back no more. Can we talk about American Alpha 2.0 again? Because now they done set themselves up. It's going to be Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin versus the Usos at the Royal Rumble. Two out of three falls.
Right.
Ooh. That should be a good match.
I don't think the Usos are losing this title anytime soon. No. Usos are about to be, or already are. Man, that's
unless they face the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah. They might outsmart them. But
I don't know. You catch one of the most tired out finishers to the chin. You just gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah.
I'm tired of the super kick. If I see another super kick, I'm a sue.
That's bad. We'll say that for
for after the show.
After the show.
After the show is the after party.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
It's so versatile.
And I'm sorry, real quick. In regards to SmackDown,
give me in trouble.
In regards to SmackDown, have y'all been noticing the change with Daniel Bryan? Like he get into a heel role.
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen it. When he made the handicap match, I seen it right there.
Yeah,
it's the way he's talking to.
Yeah, the way he's cutting the promo.
Fans ain't picking up on it right now.
Well, some of the fans are not.
Well, some are. You know those.
Yeah,
those I can see it. Those fans,
like with marks, so to speak. We can see it.
Yep. So
that's an interesting thing to watch.
Very possible that may see Daniel Bryan maybe at WrestleMania. And
he's gonna be there.
Yeah, against possibly Shane McMahon.
They're gonna build that up after what's the one between Rumble and Mania?
The Fast Lane.
Yeah, it's always a lame. It's always a lame pay-per-view that they throw in there.
Yeah. Cause like back then, now, I don't know if it's coming back or not, but usually it'd be the chamber.
Yeah.
Usually it'd be that.
They need to bring that back.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Put Braun Strowman bigger in the chamber.
Oh, it'd be too. Yeah.
He gonna break the
roar and pull it down.
And nobody wins the chamber. Now y'all know as we head to the road to WrestleMania, what else normally starts happening every week? They start making certain announcements.
Oh yeah, Hall of Fame.
So it's coming up very soon.
Oh yeah,
coming up very soon.
Start making our predictions. Who we think would
Booker T in the Hall of Fame yet?
Yeah.
It's starting to look.
Yeah, he went in with the brothers.
Now we're getting into the range where we got folks that they'll never pick.
Okay, so
they'll never pick Chris Benoit. They'll never pick Chucky.
I mean, they're not gonna pick Chris Benoit for the same reason that Chris Jericho got backlash for dedicating this match to Chris Benoit.
Right. Chris
Benoit went out on his terms. It wasn't right. Yeah. But look, I don't think they're gonna do that.
And I don't advocate what he did either.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that he won't make it.
I was about to make a disclaimer for the dead man. Jesus.
Got some more breaking news. Looks like for the Royal Rumble is going to be a tag team match: Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins versus The Bar.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where this WTF moment is cut off. Hopefully, because Dean's going to be out for at least. I think they said the top time is 9 months.
Yeah. It's going to be a minute.
So, okay. When did he get injured?
It was about 3 weeks ago now.
Yeah. 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. So he has a minute.
Yeah.
It'll be like in the fall sometime he'll be back. Yep.
All right. What we got? What if?
Man, what if? No, idiot.
Idiot of the week. How can I forget?
I know you've been waiting on this.
Yeah, it does.
Because we all know who the idiot of the week really is.
H&M, but you already know that.
Yeah.
Sports-wise.
So this man went to Alabama, I believe.
Okay.
I believe you know him as Landon Collins.
Okay. What did he do?
What happened?
So there's been speculation that, with this whole New England Patriots thing and Bill Belichick, whatever, that he would consider possibly going to the Giants. Landon Collins said after he talked to some people from the Patriots and other guys around the league, he said he would not accept Belichick to be a coach on a team because Belichick is too strict. He runs a tight ship. And it's strictly about, of course, just winning and not providing a better culture for the organization.
Because in professional sports, we're playing because we love it. No.
That's what he's supposed to do as a head coach, right?
If I can call upon a song by the world famous, infamous DJ Khaled.
Another one.
All we do is win, no matter what.
No matter what.
So if he's going somewhere to not win,
you might as well go to the Browns.
Bill Belichick.
You might as well go to the Browns if you want to do that.
You might as well go back.
He says here.
I feel like if he goes back to Browns,
what did he say?
He says Bill Belichick's style isn't what the organization wants.
So the organization don't want to win?
He says here, let's see, the way he runs his organization, I've been through that process. I don't like it.
Did you win?
Who was this coach in college?
Yep.
Wait, he went where?
He's a great
Where?
winner.
And where did Nick Saban get his coaching chops from? Was it Bill Belichick?
I think his name was Sir Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Sir William H. Belichick III.
So what he's really saying is he didn't like the Alabama. So he just described Alabama, right?
So check this out. He says it's too strict. He's a great winner. He's a great coach. I don't know if his style is what the organization really wants. I've talked to guys who play for his team. They love winning, but at the same time, they don't want to be on the team.
Well, if you don't want to be on the team, then you don't love winning. And since you said you love winning, you win on the team. So you want to be on the team, but you don't want to be on the team. My brain hurts.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Man.
So, Landon Collins, you are the idiot of the week.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
You deserve it.
Roll Tide.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So, last segment, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's been a wild show, man.
Man, great show.
Great
show.
Man.
This is a winning combination right here.
There we go.
Can't beat it. Got the Saxman, Smoooth, Siddall, Stan.
Hey,
that's a winning combination right there.
Can't lose.
Got to come out.
I've seen all them S's on something was on them little bottle of products and stuff. The S's going straight down. I think it was 3 of them. We got 4.
How do you think of this?
Because it's me.
He's an artist.
Because it's me.
Right.
I didn't even think of that.
He's an artist, man. That's how it is.
With it.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, buddy.
You are just that.
So, do you have a what if?
All right. What if we've talked about a lot of sports here. We've gone through a lot of what ifs, but let's talk about the NBA. All right. What if the
don't say Bulls, because I would get up and walk away.
No. What if the Thunder makes their way into the top 4? What do they do in the playoffs?
I already told you.
Dominate.
I already told you my thought. I told you, if there's one team that has a shot of beating Golden State, I have the Thunder.
Because if we're being honest, they should have done it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have been able to do it last year. But
they get in the top 4. What do they do?
Western Conference 7-game series, and from there, I don't know. I know 7 games though.
I say they knock out the Rockets, and they give trouble to the Warriors, and it'll come down to 7 games.
Okay,
and the Warriors will win, but the Warriors will win. But they're gonna give them.
Warriors don't do good in 7 games. Think about it.
That's true.
Think about it.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
Go up 3-1. Give it up again.
Blow a 3-1 lead.
I was the first. There ain't nobody ever done it.
What say you, Kel?
Golden State gonna win again this year, man. It's pointless even talking about it. They're gonna win. They're gonna win.
It's destined to happen.
It's gonna happen, man.
Destined to happen.
You gotta
they're too good.
What if Michael Porter Jr. announced that he is healthy and he's ready to ball for Mizzou
this year?
Yes.
Mizzou might. They got a good chance to win the conference,
man.
And still getting knocked out in the first round.
No, not
that.
No.
They might make it to the Sweet 16, but I don't think they're gonna win it all. But yeah, I think they got to with that team, man. With it, I think they're a Sweet 16.
I mean, he is clearly a missing piece. Like if he was able just to play, this team would be dramatically different because he will raise everybody else's game. The hypeness, you know how you get that injection when you get that certain guy to play for you. If he just got on the floor and was healthy, this team would be out of sight.
I think that will wear off after a couple games, and I don't think Michael Porter would be totally healthy, to be honest. You know, I don't know the severity of his injury, but I just don't see them. They may have a spark initially, but I think that'll wear off and they'll level off. And I think they'll move closer into the tourney. Like I said, I'm with Kelvin. I don't think they stop at the Sweet 16. Okay. If he was healthy all year, then maybe.
All right, Josh, you got a what if? Close it out for us.
What if the Rams would have beat the Falcons?
Oh, Lord.
I'm stuck on it because it should have happened.
I'll tell you exactly what
happened. And with that being said, no, I was playing.
It should have happened. They would have got knocked out in the second round.
Still would have made it happen.
Well, so the way the cookie crumbles.
And that's
better luck next year.
Sorry, Kevin, did you have your what if?
No, I didn't really think of one.
Because this what if ain't really something.
I mean,
what if what?
What if Alabama lost? That's mine for you. Just for you.
What if Nick Saban didn't make that change?
Ooh, yeah. If
the score would have been 30-3. Because that's how bad it was.
Yeah, I think Georgia would have won.
Yeah.
Because Hurts would have just put him in a bad position.
Hurts would have got hurt.
Possibly too. But then that meant the backup would have went in. And so they probably would have won. So
but it depends on when the hurt would have happened because it might have been too late.
Yeah, well, maybe so.
Man, I'm just glad they took him out because the defense was on the field seemed like the whole first half. Like they just went 3 and out the whole first half of that. I'm like, God, please just make a change, get them out of there. And he did it.
I have one more good one to close it out. What if the tuck rule never applied?
Like when?
Yeah.
Like ever?
No, the Tom Brady tuck rule.
You mean if the tuck rule?
If that play was not called a tuck rule and it was called a fumble,
the Rams would have been a dynasty. They would have beat the Oakland Raiders. The Raiders would have won the Super Bowl. They would have beat the Oakland Raiders. We would have had our second world championship.
Keep talking, Siddall.
And we would be on our way to being the dynasty.
Keep talking.
And ultimately, I think the Rams would have stayed in St. Louis because we have that winning pedigree here in St. Louis.
No, they wouldn't have stayed.
I think so.
Cronky.
I think so.
It was to get out of here.
The fans would have really been behind them. That's what I think. I think we wouldn't be talking about Tom Brady. Tom Brady would have won some Super Bowls, but we would have the.
We're talking about being the GOAT.
We were talking about Tom Brady the same way we talk about Eli Manning.
But see, my thing is, here's how the domino would have fell. If the Rams, the tuck rule, whatever, and the Rams would have been a dynasty. By the time that Georgia Frontier passed away, Kroenke wouldn't have even been in position on the team.
Yeah.
Somebody else would have took it.
Yeah, because they're more valuable.
Mm-hmm.
They this team, and St. Louis gets behind their teams, especially winners.
Bill Belichick would have been the coach of the Rams.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. But that would Mike Martz probably would have still been there.
Yeah, Mike Martz still would have been there. And Kurt Warner would have still been played.
Yeah,
Kurt Warner would have still been here.
Legend.
Man,
you know what?
I feel like Kurt still would have got popped.
But you know what? Speaking of Kurt Warner,
Super Bowl wins,
he still would have
it'd be
got popped.
harder. It would have been harder to get rid of him.
Speaking of Warner, I think it's a crime.
No, when he was playing he would have still been here. But remember, the reason that he's not playing anymore because he caught that concussion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was years down the line. The reason why he left St. Louis was because of that bum thumb,
hand.
and he couldn't hold on to it. Anyway,
but I think it's a crime that while we still have the Rams, even now, that Kurt Warner still hasn't been immortalized in the Hall of Fame.
Kurt Warner's in the Hall of Fame last year.
The Rams Hall of Fame.
No, he's legit.
No. I'm talking about the Rams Hall of Fame.
Why we here? They not here no more.
I'm just saying. No. I said while we still have the Rams, he should have been at that time immortalized and
still playing
in the Ring of Honor.
No.
In the Ring of Honor.
Right.
In the Ring of Honor. Okay.
In the Ring of Honor.
They retired Falk's jersey. And you're thinking he should have
Kurt Warner should have been immortalized while we still had the team. Because he been retired for almost 6-7 years now.
I think that was coming. I think because they retired Bruce's number and they retired Marshall Faulk's number. I think he was set to be the next one, and so I think.
When they build their new stadium, I think he's gonna be. They're gonna put him in there.
Yeah,
give St. Louis.
I got a topic for next week.
He said you got a topic for next week.
Last square.
I can see it happening.
Maybe quarterback coach. I see quarterback coach.
It
says Kurt Warner, future NFL coach. He ain't ruling it out. I say quarterback coach.
I'd love to see him coach.
He's got a good mind for the game.
I mean, he does. He does good in broadcasting.
I think currently he coaches a high school team right now.
It's high school though.
Yeah, it's the start. It's the start. Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah. Anyway.
But with that being said, once again, what an incredible jam-packed show. A lot of comments, shares, likes, the whole nine.
Keep it up. Come on back next week.
We appreciate that.
We had a great time. So from Kelvin, Mr. Crimson Tide,
Roll Tide,
to Josh Sten,
win the day, go Ducks,
to Mr. Power Up on him.
Power Up on him.
And your boy Smoooth. This is the platform, and it's about sports.
It becomes our business.
Y'all be safe out there, y'all.
Peace.